Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hey, we're back better than ever. RSG on a hump day. Welcome everybody to another wonderful RSG stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community, where we bring you the latest and greatest news and note and give you a little bit insight of what it means. And in the middle, we have fun and madness ensues. Joining me, of course, is the crew. And first, we have to start off with my heterosexual life mate, the one and only Fuzzy Balls himself, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, formerly known as Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, Paul Bunyan Finn is gone for a while.
I don't know. The beard's coming back there, Finn. You're looking a little mountainish.
It is, but it's not going to get to the point where it
Killed him
was.
a bear when he was only 3. Finny Bunyan, king of the wild frontier. Got to get him an axe and a blue ox.
I have the axe.
We just need a blue ox. So if we can find one for Finn, that'll work.
Well, I have a wooden axe.
No, you have to get a real. No, Finn. You can't be king of the wild frontier with like a.
I can't be king of any frontier.
You can get your ass out there and cut down a tree, you lazy ass. Good lord. Grande Patron is here. I'm not going to give all his titles because he's got a fez on his head. Why does he have a fez on his head? Because he's a moron. Grande, the idiot savant, is here. Grande, why are you wearing a fez?
Because it's the festivus time of the year.
That's the
Come on, man.
most awful daddish thing you have ever said.
It's a festivus time of the year.
I've never hated you so much than I do right now.
Come on, man.
Don't give me that.
I mean,
don't give me
on.
that. Come on, man. Crap. Good Lord. Shameful.
I just want to say I'm a doctor.
You are. The fezzes are cool. Bow ties are cool.
Fezzes are cool.
They
That's
are
all
cool.
I'm saying.
That's true, Granda. I can't correct you on that one. So, but welcome to the show, everybody, guys and gals. Whip out your drinks, whip out your pickles, whip out anything you want. Say hi and chat. Whip out those pickles. Get those emojis going, and let's kick. What?
Whip out anything you want.
I keep my pickle in a special drawer. That way, I don't get an
I'm not one to judge the skewers. I mean,
I have to
they're
put
talking
I have
about
to
rubbing
put it back
balls
in
and
a
all kinds of
special
stuff in the
spot.
chat. Who am I to say no, Finn? So glad to have you guys here, and welcome to the show. Give you a little bit of housekeeping about how all this works. First of all, if you have questions, pop those in the chat. We'll try to get through as many questions as we can. Sometimes we get through them, sometimes we don't. The sooner you get them in there, the most likely that we're going to read those questions. So make sure when you do put your question in chat, make sure you put question in front of your statement. That's how we get them scooped up. So help Dr. Finn help you get your question read. If not, that's on you, not him. I blame Finn for a lot of things. That ain't one of them. All right. The other thing too is you would like to donate and get the donation train going. You can feel free to donate. The Vader's Cup of Plenty is in the center of the screen. Fun stuff comes whether it's from Super Chat or Twitch or whatever you guys want to do. We have funny little emotes and sound bites and things that you guys can play during the stream. It's for fun for you guys, whether you subscribe, do a Super Chat, do something in Twitch. It all pops up on the stream, and we very much appreciate everything that you guys support us with.
Chewie said, Ranger, why do you not use a green screen?
I have been. I've been kind of messing with it. I'm having some. I've been trying some stuff, and the image I had wasn't working, so I'm just like, screw it. So, yeah. So, Yeah, I mean, I could try. Let me see if I can get it fixed. It wasn't working before, but let me give it the old college try here. Let's see.
Give
not
it
gonna work well with your
the old
Yoda.
college try. By the way,
That's all right.
beverage.
Your
There
Yoda's
we go.
slicing
I put the Mandalorian in the back. Yoda fits perfectly, Finn. Look, he works perfectly.
What's your beverage of choice tonight, Ranger?
Urine.
Did you just have an earthquake?
I'm in survival mode.
Okay.
I have a grande pause.
Finity,
Yes.
what is your Finity? What is your beverage
I
of
made
choice?
grande pause. Yes.
So I have water, and I have Coke Life.
Soon to be urine.
Water and Coke. So like Coke Zero.
No, so it's Coke, but instead of sugar, they use stevia and cane sugar.
So okay.
So it's a little less on calories, and actually it doesn't have like the aftertaste or anything. So.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, I am a complete hobo. I'm drinking wine out of a stainless steel mug. I did that earlier, and then my other beverage of choice is an independent brewer called Saint.
Oh no, forget that
Amber
shit.
Ale.
We got some donations coming in. First
Whoa!
off, hold on a second. Maz just did a big one, so
Maz Canada!
hold on. What? So we just had one donation from D Perks. And then I think Maz did one. I don't think it's popped up yet because there it is. Whip out your pickles, folks. It's a $21 donation from the lovely Maz. We got to whip out our pickles. Whip out your pickle, Finn. Where's your pickle, Finn? Whip out your goddamn pickle, Finn. You guys are fired.
Coming. Sorry,
I
it was
have
in a
misplaced
drawer.
my pickle.
It was in a drawer. I keep it with
this.
this ring. I don't know what I use this ring for, but I keep this ring in
Not
a
only
drawer,
did you
too.
let me down, you
Ranger,
let Maz
Ranger,
Kanata down, and I can't
Ranger,
forgive that.
Ranger,
I
what
did.
do I use?
I did.
Hey,
I have
Ranger,
lost my
what do
pickle.
what do
Hold
I
on, I
use
have to
this
find my
ring
pickle.
for with my pickle?
You put that on your tongue, Grande.
Oh, okay. I just wondered what this ring was for with my pickle.
She said,
I'll
fill
put it
the
back-
cup, and she not only
I'll put it
filled the
back in the
cup, she
drawer.
emptied the cup. And we had a $4.99 donation from our good friend D Perks. Says, no, Ranger, rant unless you are going to give a solution for what you're ranting about. I love you guys, but we can't read all.
Someone said
salt
that this
on
ring
Reddit.
will keep my pickle nice and crisp. Do you know how that works? I don't know how that works.
No, Ranger, rant unless you're going to give a solution for what you're ranting about. D Perks, I mean, you've watched a long time. I may go off, but we always offer solutions. And I seriously, like when I've gone off, the whole crew, sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. And then we come up with solutions and things that we think they should be doing better, right?
Totally
we
agree.
give stuff. We've said stuff ahead of time and predicted things and said, this is what you should do. What you're doing now sucks. I'm just I'm like the hammer, right? I come in there and just pound you in the head. But then afterwards, we come up with, well, if you want to avoid Ranger giving you the hammer, what could you do better? Well, don't be a dumbass. Don't be doing stupid stuff. Oh my God, another. Get prepared, Ronnie. Grab your pickle. It's not ready yet.
Okay,
Grab another. Grab your
my
pickle.
and my ring. Hold on.
Oh my God! Just wait for it. I'll tell you when. She says it's okay. I have my own only pickle now. Oh, there it is! Another pickle explosion. There it is! Another pickle. Another pickle explosion from Mozzie Kanata.
I googled it. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Oh my God! There
horrible,
it is!
man.
Whipping out the pickle. Wow! Maz is on fire tonight. More pickle action coming at you from Maz Kanata.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah!
Maz.
Oh wow!
Hey, we know
Loki,
who
did
that
you whip out
voice
your
is.
pickle?
Who's
Was
that
she-
guy?
Yeah.
That is Sir Loki.
Who is that?
We love that man. I'm telling you, he's like the best
I'm here
friend
for Maz,
anyone could
man.
ever have.
She's already made 2 donations, man. Hopefully you whipped out your pickle.
I had to jump on and say thank you.
So
Hey, how do you like my hat?
Dude, I love the Fez, man. You remind me of Akbar and Jeff. I love that cartoon.
yeah,
The old Matt Groening cartoon.
There you go.
Akbar. Look that up.
I know. Ballright says Finn failed the pickle hype twice now. I know. It's just, what can you do? All right. So some other things. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Sorry, we just got a little distracted with all that wonderful pickle nonsense that Maz and stuff and D Perks was donating. So keep them coming and keep your opinions coming, guys. Love critical. Nothing D Perks said was wrong, and just laying it out there, and I love it. So D Perks, you keep me honest, brother. So that being said, I don't know what happened to Finn. I guess he went to find his pickle. He lost his pickle, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Thumbs up, subscribe, check out our Patreon. ACS campaign is going on very well. We're at $15,600. All thanks to you, wonderful people. We're less than. Actually, it's actually a little bit more than that. We're less than $1,800, I think, from reaching our goal of $17,500.
Dang, bro.
We not only may hit,
we
may not only hit our goal.
How awesome our community is.
Yeah, they're amazing. What can we say about you guys?
I mean, look, every time I turn around, I am just impressed that our community is so awesome. You know, I mean, the
ACS folks think you guys walk on water. Sorry, they just do. They're just astonished.
I mean, why not?
So
I think they walk on water.
We're just here to facilitate your guys' greatness and kindness. So, that's still going on. We're $1,800 left to get to our goal of $17,500. You're still in the running to get that lightsaber. What's his name? Not Mace Windu. Space Windu, I think, is the one that did the lightsaber showing of sort of the Jedi, the one he made for this campaign.
Made a video of it.
Oh, yeah, it's on YouTube.
I followed that guy on YouTube. You know, he has some really cool stuff, actually.
So if you haven't checked out you can go look at the lightsaber there if you'd like to make a donation to be in the running for that. We'll have the drawing once we hit $17,500. So we'll be more than, not only do I think we're going to hit our goal grande, I think we're going to exceed it because we're going to do another 12-hour stream. You know we are. Because we're just retarded. And we will raise a lot more money for the ACS. And, we're fighting pediatric cancer, so.
And I'm done with football, so that means I'll say some crazy crap on stream every 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that goes without saying. So, that being said, we have, Finn, are you back yet? I don't have the Twitter question. I don't have anything.
Hold on. Let me go look in Finn's stuff.
No, don't look at Finn's stuff. You get lost every time, Grande. I need Finn actually here.
The Twitter question is not there because we'll ask questions of CG Fedora Hat when he's here.
Oh, okay, well, then, so no Twitter questions tonight. But what about a shout-out word of the day? No, Finn, it's too late. Moz gave 2 donations for pickles,
I know.
And you failed her.
I have something here. So I put on my hat instead of my beanie, and Moz is going to be right here with me. It's Mazi Kanadi.
She's going to fall.
She's going to be right there for a little while.
She's going to fall.
You have 2 pickles?
I have 2 pickles.
How come one of your pickles
Rick.
looks like Mr. Potato Head?
It's Pickle Rick, and it's the pickle. And just for Maz, I would lick my pickle.
Please don't. I don't want to see that. Oh, God.
There you go. I have licked my pickle for Maz. And Maz fainted, apparently.
When's the last time you washed your pickle?
Sweet or sour?
It was a little sour.
Or was it umame? Apparently, there's a new taste called umame.
Not new. It's one of the 4 things on the tongue. Just saying. I had to make it up to Maz. I missed 2 pickle.
Well, just talk to her offline or something. I didn't need you to do that. Now we all can't eat dinner.
No, I missed the shout
Finn
out.
just ruined Christmas for everyone. So I'd like to apologize for everybody's Christmas next week being ruined from stupid Finn. Jesus. Okay, do we have a shout-out word of the day, though, Finn? Because we want to shout out all our awesome skewers out there. Oh, my God! Grab your pickles. Get ready. She did it again. She's on fire, folks.
I have my pickles this time.
Okay. Oh, it's playing. Whip out your pickles. Whip out your pickles. Brownie, where's your pickle?
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Whip that pickle out. We got more pickles coming through. Maz with another pickle. Finn. Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh. Misfire. Misfire.
There's a blue pill for that.
We have like 3 commercials to play from Oz now.
My pickle took the blue pill.
She said, really another 12-hour stream? Don't you guys promise something you don't do?
It took a
Maz, when have I never, ever promised to stream like that and not hit it? You know how often I streamed? I went back and looked at how many hours I've streamed this year. I need to get a life.
Hey,
I really was amazed. Like
I resemble that comment.
Other than a few days here and there that I miss, but if you add up all the total time, I mean, I have streamed a ton. Finn's right behind my monkey ass too. So we stream a lot. I mean, more than most. So It's a lot of content for you guys. So, but if I say we're going to do another 12-hour stream next year, we will do a 12-hour stream because you know me, Maz. I'm not satisfied. If we hit 17,500, you know my dumb ass is going to have another stream to where we're going to do another 12 hours and raise more money. That's the kind of psychopath I am. Yuta says, "Can I get a Kermit commercial for mine donation?" Well, you haven't made a donation, Yuta.
He did. He donated $20 to Tiltify.
Tiltify, $20.
Oh, well, yeah, we can do that. So keep that little note, Finn. The first commercial.
We have a lot of commercials to load up here.
We're loading them up.
Ruffinator, your life is streaming, Ranger. We have spoken. Two things that is Ranger's life: streaming all the time, and Kyber. If you're not Kyber and streaming, you don't have a life. You're just worthless. I have spoken. All right, that's right. This is the way.
Maz is on screen now.
I see Maz. That's not the Maz I want to be seeing, but I'll take the representation of Maz. Yes, you can get the Kermit commercial, so we'll make sure we do that. Picklenography. Yeah, I mean, John, don't be. You love the picklenography just like everybody else. All right, so Finn, we have a shout out word of the day. What is our shout out word of the day?
So our shout out word of the day is going to be pretty simple, and it might be directed toward me a little bit, but here the shout out word of the day is inspire.
Ooh.
INSPIRE. Inspire.
Why did we pick that word today, Finn? Are you trying to inspire me, Finn? I appreciate you, man, because you really keep me motivated.
Oregon the board.
Yeah. Finn, see this? He picked this. He knew that we've been going through a lot, trying to get Kyber. He's trying to inspire me to keep on the Kyber because I didn't want to do threes. And Finn said,
Bailright Papichulo asked if I could sing a Christmas song.
No.
If he donated.
So I was sitting there not wanting to do threes. I was going to go for frozen carbonite. And Finn said,
I will.
Finn said, listen here, Ranger.
If you don't,
you've got to get Kyber.
Tiltify, or you donate to Super Chat. We prefer Tiltify, but I understand if Super Chat works for you. We'll figure out something.
I was trying to tell the Kyber story, and Grandi just talking over me.
I'm sorry. We're looking at a donation for children's cancer here, buddy.
Yeah.
Couldn't
wait till I did the skit. Important. Couldn't wait till I was finished to say thank you to and all that stuff. Just talked right over me. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Expire.
You're not sorry, Grande. It's what you do. Like
sorry.
You're not. Quit saying you're sorry. You're not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I have spoken. All right, so we can get your shout out word of the day in there, and yes, we'll see if we can get Grande to sing some Christmas songs. It's that time of year, right? Maybe we'll have him sing the hippopotamus song. That'll be funny. Do you know the hippopotamus song, Grande? I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Well, I need you to study that song because that's the song you're going to be singing, buddy.
Okay, I don't know the hippo.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do. You have to go look that up. And I want...
You've caused chaos, Be Right, but it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, Be Right. No. It's Rit, right? It's Rit.
Yeah, it's Rip.
It's Rit, not right?
Yeah.
Rit.
Papi Chulo.
BW Papi Chulo.
BW Papi Chulo. Papi Chulo. All right. So we got all that in there. Everyone's saying the shout out word of the day. We'll say that we're not doing the Twitter question. So that leads us to, let's just get into it. Let me pop it in. Let's flip the camera and get into not the wheel. I don't want the wheel. I want the breaking news.
We can do a commercial. We have like 4 commercials lined up.
I'm Ted Koppel. All right. Let's just get into it. The thing that's on everybody's mind. Everybody's really upset about this.
Baby Yoda.
Wait a minute. Mach just donated $100 to the American Cancer Society. Maz is going nuts tonight.
Who did?
Maz,
I got a whole...
Shakalaka.
Maz, for Christmas, I got some Black Series figures on the Amazon wish list. Don't
be taking money away from kids with cancer.
Come on. You're taking money.
No, I don't want Maz. Maz gives so much. Just give me like a $9.99 figure. We'll call it even. No, I'm saying, Maz, just give me.
Muchas gracias.
I'm just saying, give me a $9.99 cheap ass figure. We'll call it even,
From the
Maz. You're
abajo
going
de mi
crazy.
corazón.
Maz is going crazy.
Muchas
I gotta stop her, Finn. I gotta stop her. She's going crazy, Finn. She's getting 3 super chats and then the $100 donation. I'm
gonna send Maz some Black Series.
Yeah, seriously.
We're gonna.
How about that?
Well, I didn't want to give Maz a full body
send her her
massage,
own
but I guess I
pickle.
have to.
I'm gonna send her a Fez hat. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
don't send her a Fez hat, man. What's wrong with you?
Actually, I want to do something. I didn't ask you about this earlier, Ranger, but just quick. I think when I last checked, the PayPal was clear, right? I think the PayPal was cleared out last I checked. Okay, so I want to propose something here to all of the skewers. Because we talked about this before. When we were in Atlanta, we met 3 awesome kids.
We did.
We want to get them something for Christmas. We got their... I have all of their...
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Moss.
Boom! Boom!
Wow, Moss.
Sweet
Another one!
Jesus Christ.
Another one!
$50 from Maz, and she says, sorry, I got a Christmas bonus. I'll stop interrupting. No, you can keep interrupting, but... Oh my god, it's a pickle explosion from Maz without your pickles! Whip out the pickles! Whip him. Finn, where's your damn pickle?
Hold on. Sorry, wrong drawer. I got my pencil sharpener.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Moz. I'm gonna try and keep Moz on my hat the entire time.
What were we saying?
So,
Misfire. But still.
So, we wanted to... I'm gonna try and keep Moz up here.
Let's get a Moz in the chat.
Yeah,
Moz
everyone, Moz in the chat
Just
as many
Maz,
times as you want.
yeah,
Pickles
many
out,
times.
everything
Whip out
for
your
Moz.
pickles, everything for Maz. What the hell is going on tonight? Can we get Santa Durgan to give her a foot massage or something?
Santa Durgan does it for free.
No, well, can we get an extra special one?
Is coming up for you.
So, thank you again, Moz. We appreciate all of that, whether it's to us.
Epic good.
And I'm gonna keep Moz on my hat as much as I can here.
I mean, oh my god.
So, what I was saying is that we met 3
Merry
awesome
frickin'
kids
Christmas.
in Atlanta when we were at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta,
did.
and we actually have their address.
Nice.
We have some Funkos that we were looking to send them, but we may send them more. So what I'd like to do is during the stream, if you guys would go to the PayPal, and if you want to send something to those kids, everything we get during the stream, we'll put towards getting something for the 3 kids that we met.
That's
when we were in
epic.
Atlanta.
Please put a message in there.
That's epic.
Yeah, put a message in there. We'll
Say
include the message.
4
And assume it's for
kids.
all 3 of them, right?
Just say put 4 kids. That's all you need
Mhm.
to put is 4 kids.
And if you want to send a message to the kids, include it in there too.
Yes,
I'll
include
copy
that
it
in
when
there
we put it
too,
together.
but make it for the kids because sometimes people send PayPal like Ranger go buy bourbon. I don't want to accidentally. Don't want to actually be like, hey, look at all this bourbon money.
No.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's for the children.
Yeah.
We'll move it out. I'll move it out as soon as the stream is
So
done.
as soon as
But
the
if
stream,
you
this
guys
is
would-
just for tonight. It's the stream only.
just for the
Unless
stream
you want to
right
buy
now.
Ranger bourbon, put Ranger
Wait
bourbon.
until after the stream.
Don't
Wait until after the stream for
Right.
Rangers Bourbon.
Rangers bourbon after the stream. So we'll make it
Anything
simple.
during the stream, we're going to be putting towards the 3 kids and trying
I'll
to get
drink
them
water
something.
to that.
Yeah.
I will drink water to that.
So please, guys, head to the PayPal. The link is in the description if you guys want to contribute anything to the 3 kids and getting them an extra present from RSG and the entire
yeah,
RSG
that's
team.
epic.
That's
dude.
it.
That's epic. right
Durgan
there.
says he'll massage more than her feet. So you mean like her calves?
Yes, we will.
So her calves, maybe one of her fingers. I don't know.
Maz, if you want me to lick the pickle on stream again, I will.
No, don't lick the pickle, man.
If
People
Maz
got
wants it,
me-
I will do it.
God damn it, Finn. We don't want to see
Whatever
that.
we
I
do.
If
have
Maz
to,
wants it, I will.
well, then do it in Discord. Just have a little conversation with her. Look at the pickle all you want, man. We have to eat dinner after this, Finn. God damn, I can't.
Well,
be
then
eating
you
dinner.
avert your eyes. If Maz wants it, we're gonna do it.
No, I'm on the stream too. I'm a participating member. God damn it.
Well, then you can watch.
Oh, for God's sakes. What else? 73 says
All right.
you shouldn't give kids Bourbon Ranger. I don't think that's legal. No, that's the Ranger Likes Bourbon Foundation. That's a separate foundation for get the kids
Separate.
something nice for Christmas foundation. So
Grande just likes wine.
And when Ranger bangs on his desk, you mean he means
that's right. I'm talking about foundations.
There you go.
Whoa, yeah, because that echoes.
You just said he
into
said something for the kids. So not have to go pull up PayPal. No, I can't because it's got our information. Never mind. Finn, you'll have to look it up.
I have it.
Utah, muchas gracias.
I have it.
Everyone
you,
today, muchas gracias.
Yeah. If you guys want, also put your handle. If you don't want your real name put in there.
Yeah,
But
that
I
way we
know Utah's, and I'll switch it to
Appropriate
Utah.
handles. Don't put like sexy guy 69.
No,
in there.
your YouTube handle and that kind of.
Well, some of them like
Your Discord.
there are a
handle.
few that are not appropriate, Finn.
I know.
So let's
Can you
keep
imagine?
it PG.
Can you imagine? It poops bombs. Gave me an extra Christmas present.
Hey, Merkin guy gave me something.
Oh my god.
What does that mean, Mom? Well, it just means they really.
Hold on
like
a second,
you,
sweetie.
honey.
I have to call Ranger. Ranger, you son of a bitch! When I find you, I'm gonna kill you for doing that, my kid. Because you know Finn's gonna be like, "Love Ranger."
Oh my god.
We'll announce it periodically, but if you guys go to the PayPal again, feel free to anything you guys put in the PayPal during the stream is going to go to Maz. Or anything you guys put in the PayPal is going to go towards getting something for the kids.
Yeah, if you get
Did
anything
we
in the
ever end up
PayPal,
with a Twitter question today?
No, we're doing
Twitter
something
question's going to be
different.
questions for CG Fedora Hat when he's on.
Gotcha. Okay.
God, Maz is amazing.
are
She
we
put me in
ready
the
for-
Christmas spirit.
Are we ready for Patreon shoutouts?
No, we do that later on, Grande. You know how we do this.
We
so.
can do Patreon shoutouts now and then do
I'm
chat
literally
shoutouts later.
looking in Finn's stuff and
Yeah.
following.
I'm
the
sorry
agenda.
you have you have like the
No, we do
span
the
of a
Patreon
child.
usually first and then chat
All
later.
right, go for it.
Okay. Patreon shoutouts. Alux12, Bimatsu, CBO 97, Chaos 13, Trooper BZ, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Darth Teflon, Darth Bob, Devil's Treasure, Dobby, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood, DSP, Fling Monkey Poo, Guzza Buzza, Hogzilla, Hennessy, It Poops Bombs, Jassa BM, JTT,
Jasa BM.
Jasa BM, JT Tip, Just a Bum, Khaleeson, Cashmere, Matthew M. Thomas, Maz Kanata, Miniato Namikaze, Monocourt 72, Moss Mike, Indy Fox, Night War, Ouchie Dumpling, Pawsy, Riverboy 12, Rose Taco, Revenator.
You skipped one. You skipped one after pasta.
Ray Rock, Revenator, Sanely Red, Shadow Val, Sith Lord, Slash Van Road, Spaceman Tim, Spider, Strum, Suicide Squad, Teals, Walter Arnold, and Uta. YouTube members, Bad Rongo.
Wait. What was the last name on the Patreon?
Utah.
Okay, thank you.
YouTube members, Bad Rongo, Bimatsu, Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, David McKinley, Devil's Treasure, Dexatronic, Dr. Feelgood, My Man, FCME, Gino, Guzza Buzza, I'm the Dad, Jacob Baxter, Jason Hommel, John Moran, Maya, Mark Guzza, Maz Kanata, Revenator, Sanely Red, Shadow Val, Sean Ragnar the Red Kelly, Slash Van Rhodes, Stephen Nichols, SWGOH Gretchen, Teals T Money, Trez Revan, What Else 73, and Youngin. Twitch subscribers. Big Country Mags, Bimatsu Moto, CBO 97, Cronus, Damn Crack, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood,
This is
Grande
really,
Patron,
I mean,
Hogzilla, Jedi Knight Ja, Khaleesi Rogue, Kittiata, Maz Kanata, Pixel by Pixel Studios, Revenator 7136, Sanely Red, Slash Van Rose, Strum 72, Teals Da Smurf, The Amped Up Gamer, and Ugg Naughty.
is there more?
That's it.
Oh my god.
I messed up a few, but I said it with conviction.
Yeah.
I messed up a few, but I said it with conviction.
Well, I mean, that makes it all the much better that you said it with conviction, for God's
I said
sakes.
it with conviction.
Yeah. Just.
No, it doesn't make it better.
I'm gonna say it wrong, but I'm gonna say it with conviction. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's just not how it works. That's not how any of this works. I unfriend you. Moss says maybe Ranger will help me if Moz cannot do it. If you mean, yeah, sure. If you mean massage, I got my friend Durgan ready in the trenches.
0 for 2.
Yeah, just you've really let us down there with old Uta there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Uta.
yeah. Utah.
Yeah.
Shameful. All right. That being said, let's just get into it. We're in the news. We've put it off. A lot of stuff going on. We just got another donation from Pudding Tang. Just donated $20 to the Tiltify for the American Cancer Society. Yay! Thank you, Pudding Tang.
Thank you.
Pudding Tang.
Hell yeah.
Pudding
Tang. What's that, Loki?
Grande, just fake it till you make it, friend.
Well, I mean, that's science. So, all right. So that being said, let's get into the news. I mean,
where do we start, man?
You know, just when you think,
where do you start?
CG can't get any dumber. They pulled this stuff today. And I don't even know where to start. I mean, let's just start with the gas stuff. I mean, we've been kind of skirting it. Everybody wants to hear us say that. And good Lord. I mean, we were talking about this in the pre-stream. Am I shocked? No, I'm not shocked. What is amazing to me is just when I think they can't get dumber, they prove me wrong. When I think they can't make a decision, that you just sit there and ponder, like, who runs the company over there? They go and do this. And I have enjoyed my last 2 hours of reading the forums and Reddit and seeing the flames burning on the forums like never before. I am never going to spend another dime in this game. Ever. For real? For real. I'm done. This is a commitment.
So
I am done.
You're taking the
I'm with Finn. I'm with Finn.
Pledge.
I don't give a crap. I'm going with Finn. I don't know anything about Cubs Fan Han.
Not paying anymore.
Yeah, I'm going with Finn. I'm not spending any more money in this game.
I mean, how much did you spend for gas and potentially?
See, here's the thing. I spent some of my own money, right? A little bit of my own money getting the characters to a certain point, and then the donations we got was because I was struggling through, so people donated for me to try to get the character's relic so I can get the event. And it took me 15 hours of streaming to get it, right? And that's not a made up number. That's 15 hours of just ridiculousness, right?
I mean, your time involved. Yeah,
there's a lot of time involved and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm done. I'm not spending another dime in this game. And I've gone back and look. I've spent some money on this game. I really have. And I can't.
What did they do with gas?
They brought it back.
They're bringing it back after 2 months.
He's coming back
So
in a week and a
wow.
half.
So
Yeah,
effectively,
Loki, you didn't know that? Oh wow, yeah, Loki, that's
free
big
to,
news.
I didn't know.
so effectively free to play or low spend players potentially will end up with a 7-star gas as people that spent a couple $100 2 months ago.
Couple hundred. It's
Oh.
more than a couple hundred.
It's more than
I
a
mean,
couple
I'm just kind of throwing
just
out there
throwing
a
money
couple
out there.
hundred.
Yeah. I mean, so
Less
here's
than
the here's
less than 1,000.
but still quality money, right?
I mean, look.
But
Man,
let me put it to you
any
this
of
way.
any of your hard-earned money, Loki's
Sure.
hard-earned money, anyone who's watching the streams hard-earned money is hard-earned money. I mean, you got that money somehow, and you're giving it to CG for your
And it's
enjoyment.
not, and
and you've lost some enjoyment.
here's the thing. So, getting gas was an effing nightmare. After you got him, he's basically worthless because we didn't realize you didn't even get one.
6-star gear
And I
11.
still don't have him 7-star because they effed us again by this light side TV being so difficult. You get so little get one unless you take less rewards, which is sucky, and Hoth, right, to get more get one, right? It's just one of those things like I'm 30 out of 100, close to probably
What am I?
getting
I think
close to 50 out of 100 after this TV. So I'm almost there with 7 stars. But if you spent money in this game, you felt like you just got kicked in the balls. If you haven't and you're close and you're working on it thinking you had more time and you thought that you had more time to work on it, because if you look at the progression of all the other legend, these like Malik and stuff, like what Malik did with Malik, you're thinking, okay, I've got at least another month or two to round out and figure out these characters.
Yeah, man.
So that's a big kick in the balls to all those players that are working on it, and I know they're working on it because we talk about it in our lunch stream on our roster reviews all the time. That, what do I need for gas? Am I looking on gas? Work on this character, work on the gear. It's going to take a little time, but you got a month or two before he comes back. We've been preaching that because it's only been 2 months that the event came, and it's back now. And so you're screwing those people because all CG cares about is money, which is fine. You're a business, and if all you want to care about is making money, fine. But don't you ever mother effing tell me you care about the players in this game, you care about quality, you care about product, and you care about customer satisfaction. That is all out the door now.
I'm with you, Ranger. I feel like that people that paid for that paid to get ahead for gas for the first time should have had a couple of months of a 7-star gas before it came back a second time.
It's just any way you spin it, just different sides of the coin. You're screwing a lot of players and people that are close to getting gas. You're putting that pressure on them again. This is what CG is known for, and it's not a good thing to be known for. Is to put pressure on players. Do you want gas or not? Right? And especially since he's needed for live side TB, it is awful. And I get it. If that's how you want to make money, fine. I am not going to be an advocate for it anymore. When I got gas, I spent money. I thought the character would be fine and everything else. And I was a little reluctant to do it, but I did it because the fans really wanted me to get them because I stream it all the time and we talk about them and things like that. But I'm not, I don't care. I don't care. From this point on, I'm free to play. I'm not spending any more money in this game. They have.
Can I pinky swear? Can we pinky swear on that?
It's on my Ranger tab. What more do you want me to do?
I'm good with that. That works for me, brother.
I'm not spending in this game. This company has demonstrated to its player base that that's all they care about. And it's not that... It's one thing, like, Finn's talked about this before. I like spending money for a company and games that I really love to play games and do stuff with. Like Battlefront, I don't mind spending money for that game. It's had its issues, but overall, I can go into Battlefront at any time, pick it up, and especially with this latest pack, a lot of cool stuff in there, which I'm actually thinking I need to spend it on, and get a lot of new characters and new skins and just go fun, new maps and stuff. It's just really, really good. Has it had its problems? Yes. But I've never seen something like this from CG in any other game I've played, whether it's all the MMORPG games I've played in the past or things like that. It's just stupid. Like how greedy this company is. And it's not like this company's not making money. And the other problem is your product is shit. in a lot of ways. There's a lot of fun we have in this game, but the thing that we have fun in this game, because people like, if you're so upset with the game, why do you keep playing? I played one for the community. I love hanging out with you guys, and we love talking about the game. And there's certain aspects of this game that I really like playing. GA Season 1 and some other things. But the bugs, the repetitious content, the awful communication, it's a big turnoff. And if I wasn't invested as much as I am in the game with you guys in the community, I probably would have stopped playing this game. You know, CG has demonstrated they don't care about you, and they really don't care about my opinion. They don't listen. You know, the sham that they call their dev Q&A is a sham. They either don't answer questions or give some baloney, you know, politically no answer to anything, and spend 19 questions on art when the real issues are the bugs and things and the playability of the game. It just reached a point of critical mass. Like, you look at what they're doing and you just reach a point you're like, no, I'm not spending any more money on this game. I'm going to still keep playing the game. I'm going to keep playing the game because I like to have fun. I'm not promoting their stuff. The only way we'll talk about their stuff is it pertains to what's going on in the game. But I'm not promoting this stuff. I'm not buying any more packs. I'm not promoting any more of your packs. The other thing, too, is they announced these Christmas bundles. Like, they're giving us a gift for Christmas.
That you pay for.
That you pay for. I think you missed the
really
point
cruddy.
of Christmas.
What happened to, like, let's do every event? What happened to, like, let's give you a bunch of free crap just for logging in for end of year? To me,
I'll buy get one. Is there get one in those packs?
No get one, Loki.
I buy shipping.
Yeah. It reached a point.
Hey, how's that art though, man?
Oh, but a lot of art stuff about even the insider stuff. A lot about the art. Like, I play this game for the art. Are you kidding me? I don't play this game for the goddamn art.
I know we're gonna go over Finn, and I don't want to jump ahead. But
no, you can jump ahead.
I read that. No.
Like,
I'm just gonna say when I read that.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I read that on that little thing, it said, "We're so impressed with the upgraded polygon count on Finn's character." And I was like,
God.
Who cares? Who the F cares about polygon count?
Yeah, like...
It's right there. But anyway, go ahead.
I mean, if I want to go stare at Star Wars pictures and stuff, I'll go actually look at artwork of Star Wars or watch the shows. Like, I care. I care the character looks good, but it's not like... It's like 1/10 of a percentage
just don't want him to look like a clown, man.
Seriously.
I mean, the problem that we had with artwork in the past, right?
It was completely off.
Was that the character literally looked like a clown. I mean, you go all the way back to Veteran Han.
Sabine, man.
Sabine, yeah.
Veteran Han looked like Dumbo. Remember that?
Yeah, he had some huge ears. But
and then after Veteran Han, then we got Joker Sabine.
It's like they don't understand the concept of their game. This game is about collection. Yes, the character has to look right and look good. Loki, you're robotic. You're going roboto, Loki.
Yeah. He's talking about clones and leg day and the droids and leg day. Remember when they did an update where it was thickened the legs of the clones? I mean, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about leg day.
It's just stuff like that. Nobody cares. I mean, I appreciate the art, right? Don't get me wrong, and it's an important aspect of the game of how the character. It's got to look right.
Nobody drawn
but
this
for
game
a game,
is
if you want to send the artwork,
I mean,
if you want to look at we don't play this game to log in and look at the character. And go, well, I think what the artist was trying to say here was
I'd take a flight to France and go to the Louvre if I wanted to look at art.
Well, that's a good point. That's some good artwork, Grande. That's some excellent artwork.
I mean, let's go.
Look check out the Masters.
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, but regardless, it's just when I think they can't get dumber, they prove me wrong, Grande. I literally I thought Finn was joking with me because he was messing. He was like you ready for it tonight? I'm like, yeah, I guess, there's not much going on. It's like, you didn't see, did you? I'm like, see what? And then he told me, I'm like, oh, you made that up. And he's like, no, I'm not messing with you, dude. And I'm like, you're not messing with me. Oh my God, they really got their heads up their ass. Wow, they are really just going for the jugular.
Sight of what's important. They've
They
lost
really
sight of
have.
what's important.
You know,
What if you need gas for something else? That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of too.
And
And
a
I
bunch
can
of
already
us are
tell
stuck
you-
at that 80 out of 100, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're all stuck there right now. So.
And
Yeah.
and I guarantee
I'm
you,
at 45 out of 100.
and I
I'm-
guarantee you,
God.
to unlock the new Rey and the new Kylo, you're going to need to spend some money to get the new characters
Bro.
to go do that. And I refuse.
Veteran Han, veteran Chewie are going to be needed.
Oh, you're going to need all that stuff, and you're going to need
Absolutely.
You're going to need a freaking. You're going to need.
You
You're
need-
going to need 23K veteran Han and veteran Chewie.
yeah.
I looked at those
well, just
feats,
new
those
characters.
new feats in GAC, and it said it right there too, right? There's a feat with veteran Han and veteran Chewie,
Yep.
and there's no way you can complete that feat unless you cheese the map. I mean, there's just no way.
I'm not bothering with the
Which is
feats.
sad.
I'm just going to play GAC. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't.
And they upgraded Rose and Holdo's audio, right? That was one big fix they did.
It's just
I couldn't believe that one.
It's disheartening because we've been playing this game for a long time and it's disappointing. We had hope that things would change. There was always that thing in the back of the mind, even with all my yelling and screaming, that maybe we'd get through. Maybe they would listen to what we were telling them.
They're done, man. They're
They're
done.
checked out.
They're
I mean,
done listening to the player base.
They don't play the game. They don't know what we really want. They don't care about what they really want. We just about how they can just squeeze every little bit of blood out of you for these packs. And it's poop. And I can't stand it anymore. And I'm not going to support them anymore, so I'm done spending. I'm done. I'm out. I'll play the game. We're going to have fun. We're just going to have fun. I'm going to make fun of them till the cows come home. Until this company goes out, I'm going to be on every day giving them endless shit and making fun of them. Because obviously they don't care, so I don't care if I hurt their feelings. Kiss my ass. So we're going to make fun of them relentlessly. Every time they say or do something, we are going to be here at RCB there to literally SNL the shit out of them. I'm going to be having so many skits for these buffoons, so God in heaven. I mean, it's how out of touch do you need to be? And then how greedy do you need to be? How you cannot tell me that your profits after gas and after relics and then leading to the new bundles and the journey guide are so bad that on top of the new characters coming out with the movies that are going to be coming into the game here next week, you're going to do gas again. How goddamn greedy are you communist bastards over there? Just awful. You guys are blood-sucking buttholes. Awful.
Yeah.
You are not good people. I'm sorry.
Imagine the people that wailed out, right? Imagine those people that spent $200-$300 to get gas.
Oh, people spend way
And
more than
and
that.
they're sitting there.
Probably
and they're
the
camping out
average
with
cost was $600 for gas.
I mean, they're camping out. I mean, I'm gonna say, I spent like $75, right?
Yeah, you're closer, right?
I was closer, right? But somebody's spending,
$600.
C note, couple C notes.
Yeah.
And then effectively they get it at the same time as free to play.
And I don't. That's not the thing. It's more about like, the thing we've always talked about is like if you are a whale and a kraken, and you pay to have an advantage, you should have that advantage. You pay for it, right? That's one thing we've never ever argued against here.
No.
And the other thing too is then on top of that, that people missed out on the first time. They have the numbers. They know how many people, because only 6,000 people got, I think, gas last time, right? Which was like the lowest legendary they'd ever had, right? It was a low number. And they know that a lot of people are working toward it and trying to get there. So they're trying to milk the cow that's out of milk one more time, just try to squeeze more out of it. They just milked the cow and they went back and they're like, we need more. And it's just like, God damn. Like, y'all just brazen about this shit. You're not even hiding the fact. And they're not going to say anything like this. Like, CG will never, ever debate me on this because they'll lose. They'll never come on a stream and actually have a real conversation about it. They're not going to really talk about the issues in the game. They'll give some PC political answer because they're cowards. They are scared. Like, not one person at CG, well, I'll take that back. Crazy excuses because she's my girl, and Crumb Crumb would be in a tougher position. But if they weren't there, I know Crumb and Crazy would give me the lowdown. But they're under NDA. You know, they've got jobs. But, you know, the developers, people like that, and I call them out on this shit, they won't discuss this with me because they're scared of getting real questions like, why isn't this working? Why does this happen? Like, the interviews they do, it's always got to be reviewed and stuff. Like, get out of here, man. If you can't be real with your player base, then you should just stop making the game. Honestly, I mean, you know, and your political bullshit answers, you know, that say nothing and tell us nothing, I'm just tired of it. That's why we make fun of you. You're a joke. You're a laughingstock. When we do your Q&A, that's why we do it in the funny voices and stuff, because there's nothing of substance in those answers. And you pick the questions ahead of time. That's not a Q&A. That's not how a Q&A works. A Q&A is someone gets to answer a question whether you like it or not, and then you try to answer. Now, you don't have to answer. But if you're being honest and you're being sincere, you answer the person's question to the best of your ability. And I'm not talking about giving away future content and trade secrets and all that stuff. But if someone says, why is this bug after 6 months not working? Why did I not get SWAT shards in this raid and it's been months and we still haven't got it? Why is the disappearing bug still happening? Why is my GP different than the other thing? Why are you bringing gas back after 2 months when in Malik you took 4? Why? And you've never given a sincere answer, and you've never given, like, any feedback because you're cowards. I challenge you, CG, anytime. I'll debate your ass on this. I have a degree in business. Finn has a degree in business, a master's, I think. We'll debate you anytime on business practice, ethics, and how to go about doing things, and we'll give straight answers. And I'll ask the tough questions. And if you want to be real, you can. If you sit there, and I would have more respect for you if you said, you know, this happened and we just don't know how it's working. And we can't figure out why. And we messed up. I would have so much more respect for you. If you said, because we needed to, we saw the gas event, we didn't make what our bottom line. We were trying to get a little bit more money. I'd take that and be like, you know what? That's some honest shit. And I'll take it. You're being upfront, you're being honest. But this other nonsense that you guys are putting out there, which when you do put out stuff, you don't communicate anyway, but then when you do, it's a bunch of horseshit. It's just awful, guys. This is not how you run a business, man. A gaming business. That's why people say the stuff that they do about you. And you better be careful. If you want your company to succeed, like some of these other gaming companies that do really, really well, you may want to learn a little bit from them, like what works and what doesn't work. Fans aren't always right. Let's be real. Fans can be as wrong as anybody else, right? You use it as a player base, and if you engage them, though, it gives you ideas. Solid ideas, creative ideas, right? And you take that and you try to use it to design the game in a way that works for you and works for the player base. It's a symbiotic kind of relationship, right? Players play the game, they like certain things, they don't like certain things. You get feedback. You look at the feedback, and some of it you take and say, okay, we can maybe improve this, do this. We don't like that idea, but let me get some of that and let's see about improving it. You don't do that. You don't beta test. Don't ever tell me you beta test. You don't. We are your beta test, which is an absolute sham and awful. No content that should come out should have that many problems with it when it comes out. And time again, it comes out piss poor. It's just everything you're doing is making you look bad as a company. And you should be ashamed, but you're not. As long as you're making money and you're scooping people in and you're marketing, which is really good, you get a lot of people coming in. I see all the new players coming in all the time. They just don't know. So I've said my piece. Finn, Grande, it's all yours, brother.
Is Grande here?
Did Grande die?
I'm here, but you can start. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Finn.
I'm gonna disagree on some extent. I think CG has a plan, and all of the players have actually fed into the plan.
Oh yeah, we have.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
We bought in, Finn. Like we talked about this.
It's not just that.
I
Take
bought
a
it.
look. Well, it's not just that. Take a look at the way the game has been going and where the game is, and to me, I see where their roadmap is for the next 5 years, right? So take a step back and just look at all the different changes that have been happening in the game. They have been testing for probably the last 2.5 years. At what limit can they increase the amount that they're milking all the whales and kraken for until they'll stop spending, right? And there was a couple of times where they hit a little bit of resistance. For the most part, they kept on increasing it. It was funny because Grande mentioned like the thing he buys is still just like the marquee pack, right? The marquee pack, they actually increased the price from $9.99 to $19.99 and actually included crystals that were less of a value than if you bought a vault. And most of the people that are whales are buying vaults anyways. And it's actually a really bad rate even with some of the lower crystal packs. So they legitimately increased the price by $10, giving you less than $10 worth of crystals in credit. And people were still buying the marquee packs, right? All the other packs have slowly been going up in price. All the time frames for the events have slowly been getting closer and closer. So what has that meant for the plan that CG has been doing? Well, that's the plan that CG is doing, trying to figure out how much they can milk the top spenders in this game. Because just like in any business, the idea is to see where you can increase the price, you might reduce the sales, but at what point do you maximize the profit? Because at some point, you reduce sales, but you've increased the price enough that you've increased your overall profit. If you go above that, then you're going to increase your profit per unit, but you'll sell less units. And then, of course, your total profit goes down. So you pull it back a little bit. So you're trying to find that balance between the supply-demand curve, right? You're trying to find that sweet spot. And they've been increasing that cost. So they have that set now. Now look at what they've been adding to the game, right? They've added the journey guide, which allows players to come in, look at the timing for this gas event compared to what's happening in the Star Wars universe, which is that episode 9 is about to come out. So in the week following episode 9, they are probably expecting a high volume of new players into the game. Everything they've been doing recently has been focused on the new game. What has been the biggest complaint from CG? The biggest complaint from CG has been that it has been difficult for them to keep up with the content needs of the high-end players because they cannot crank out stuff fast enough for them. So what is the solution, right? There are two solutions that you can do. One is that you continually try to find a way to increase your content that you give out and all that kind of stuff and give players that opportunity to continually play new content. That is on the retention side. How do you keep the players at the top? Well, what they did is they released Lightside GeoTB, which is designed for completion probably about 6 months from now. They have now bought over the new players on content for the next 6 months. The players that are spending have to decide whether or not they still want to spend or not, because CG is at a point that they realize we can milk all of our whales and krakens for this amount of money, and we can basically consider them as being able to spend on all of these events that we'll put out. We'll put out new events, and we'll see whether or not people speak with their wallets when Galactic Journey Ray is out, and Galactic Hero Ray and Galactic Hero Kylo when they're out. Will the whales and kraken speak with their wallets and not pay for it, or will they see that the kits are counters to gas and then they'll go ahead and buy it? So only money can talk, but CG, I'm pretty sure, is looking at it being like, yeah, we're pretty comfortable with where they are with the whales. So now they're focusing on ways to bring in the newer players. Crum said it himself. Again, I refer back to that Galactic War Report interview that was between Crum and Eric, I think it was, because they said a lot of things that revealed a lot of where CG is right now. The fact that it's been 4 years and they still don't have the tools in order to release new content. Meanwhile, they have now upgraded the tools with the art, right? What does art do? Art is that initial response that you see with the game, right? It's just like, it's don't judge a book by the cover, but if the book looks dusty and dirty, you're not going to pick it up. So they're kind of putting that wrapping paper around the game for new players to come in and be like, oh, these new graphics are really cool.
Hey, it's Star Wars.
Exactly. And so what they're doing is actually building this entire game around newer players to then become longtime players. They are basically milking the top, leaving them alone, and now focusing on bringing in the newer players and finding ways to get them to spend. So you see all of these bundles and stuff. If you looked at the holiday bundles, by the way, right? I don't know if you have the content update up, but you can go look at it.
Let me go the content.
The characters that they're giving in the bundles are Darth Treya, Kenobi, Wampa, and Hermit Yoda. These are all pretty late game-ish characters, right? You need to start getting Get 1 currency and doing pretty well in Lightside TB. Kenobi is Heroic AAT, Treya is Heroic Sith, right? They're finding ways to get new players engaged in the game more and more. And that is where their focus is. Because what is the advantage of focusing on a newer player versus a veteran player from the perspective of their biggest complaint, which is that content is not coming out fast enough? Newer players have more time before they can reach endgame, just naturally, right? Even if they whale out, we've talked about this before, if you don't have the mods, you're going to get stuck. And mods is an RNG aspect of this game that regardless of how much you spend, it's going to take you a whole lot of time to catch up with a veteran player of the same GP, right? And their mods are not going to catch up. So they have effectively bought themselves additional time if they can get newer players to spend, because newer players will have a harder time complaining about content they cannot complete, because they will still have to go through Rancor. They will still have to go through Heroic AAT. They will still have to go through Heroic Sith. They will have to finish Lightside Hoth TB before they can even start Lightside GOTB, right? Because there's a minimum requirement for that guild to even get into GOTB. So basically, if you look at what their overall game plan is, they are literally milking the top and trying to push newer players into playing the game. That is their strategy. Look through everything that they've done over the past year, right? And tell me if you guys see it any differently than that. They have increased the price for things that are already there. They have tried to find ways to get newer players more engaged. They have not created new content for newer players. They have just reskinned things over and over again. They have now increased the difficulty to try and hold us out for about 6 months. And everything is being focused on new players. So that is the direction that they're going to. And it's not something that I necessarily think is a bad thing. It's just the direction that they're going with the business. So then veteran players have to ask themselves, if I'm spending my money, what am I spending my money on? They've said that all the cadence stuff can be potentially changed, right? How much, and I said it like a bunch of streams, but I'll say it again. How much longer before they decide, well, Galactic War Store can now be a source that we're going to push shards again because newer players are liking that store? Or how long before Cantina stores open again? Or how long before Squad Arena stores again? Cadence and all of that means absolutely nothing. It means zero. They have changed everything because they change it based on how they want their roadmap to fit. And right now, their roadmap for probably the next year minimal, but I think it's probably a 5-year span that they're looking at, where they'll try to give veteran players something that holds them off for about 6 months, and newer players are constantly going to be given things to try and get them to spend. When they do that, they have a sustainable economy if they can build that. The only way to disrupt that is to basically cut off everyone at the top. But if the whales at the top are enjoying spending their money, then they'll continue to do it. If they're doing it to see a reward in the game, they're going to see less and less of that moving forward. And we already see that with gas, where if you spent on the first event, you are now basically going to be on equal footing as somebody that spent it on the second event, because now get one is the limiting factor. It isn't just the money. And anytime you take away the money as the limiting factor, it's going to be the issue. And they have done that now. They are slowly making it so they milk you for a while, and then they have other factors that keep you at bay so you don't reach the maximum as quickly. So it's their business model. For free-to-play players, this gas stuff is pretty good. It's a little annoying that they didn't fit with their cadence, right? But I think for a lot of free-to-play players, they'd be happy that they don't have to face any 7-star gases in their squad arena without a gas of their own, and now they have the option for it. So it all depends on which perspective you're looking at it. So for a whale, a kraken, I have said this for the last about year, they have literally been spitting on your money because they have not shown you guys nearly the amount of respect that you deserve for the amount of money that you're spending with the money, the amount of money you're spending in the game. They're not giving you anything really for it, right? And you're not really getting a huge benefit out of it unless you stored up on a lot, and unless you're like one of the uber krakens, whales aren't even really getting much of a benefit. But for free-to-play players, this game is pretty much the same as it was. In fact, it's a little bit better because things are coming a little bit quicker for us. We're getting the same benefits as a free-to-play.
I mean, we just looked at that. We just looked at the hyperdrive bundle.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're low spend and free-to-play are basically getting a similar advantage to a newer player in that they're getting access to things that otherwise they wouldn't have at a much faster rate. So they're basically, they're basically kind of just saying, well, we're going to milk the krakens and the whales for what they're worth, and we're just going to keep that money, and we'll start to work on the newer players, because these people are going to spend regardless of how bad we are, regardless of all the bugs that we release on the first time a character's out, regardless of how many bugs there is in a new game mode, regardless of the fact that we can't even count GP, regardless of the fact that we can't figure out a stealth mechanic for over a year, regardless of the fact that we can't figure out a 600 bug, which is needed for guilds in order to open up raids for over a year and a half, regardless of the fact that we can't even get some of the kits right on the first time they're released and have to nerf it within a week, right? Regardless of the fact that we can't even get events worked out properly despite pulling it twice. I mean, Finn's kit's possibly going to have to get nerfed.
Finn's kit is probably going to get nerfed if you look at the unique. It's probably going to get nerfed within a week. So regardless of how often they make these mistakes, people at the top keep spending. And they still don't beta test. What does that tell you? That means they know that players don't care about beta testing when they're spending. Their top spenders do not care about beta testing, regardless of whatever verbal, and I'm gonna use kind of a pejorative term here, but regardless of the verbal diarrhea that comes out on Reddit and the forums about how pissed off they are about the beta not working and how they don't test things, they still spend. So what is the incentive for CG to do any kind of legitimate beta testing if people are still spending at the still high volumes that they are? The answer is zero. So they have left the Krakens alone. They don't do any beta testing. We are now public beta testers. And then now they're just focusing on the newer players. So if you guys are wondering what the direction of the game is, go back and look. If my theory is wrong, you guys can tell me that flat out. I do not mind. I'm willing to have this discussion with you, but go back and look. Everything is now designed for newer players because they know newer players have a higher amount of time needed to catch up to the final state.
Money, man. It's all about money.
Yeah. And they figured out exactly how to milk all of the whales and krakens. So they have no need to try and do anything to improve the game. In fact, the quality of the game has gotten worse. Legitimately, the quality of the game has gotten worse. We just had a light side GOTB where you couldn't even open the zones correctly. We had a Hux whose kit worked exactly as intended, as the wording stated, and
Yes.
then they changed it because it was not their intent. Well, it's not that the intent wasn't there. You didn't word it with that intent at all.
They
Like, how
didn't
do you
even-
say
I
my
mean, look,
intent was first order
I'm
and
the
not
worst
include the
reader
wording?
on the planet, and I can tell you that I read the kit and I was like, works for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, let's put him in any team.
Exactly. And I was like, this is a really awesome kit.
This is
And he
plug
might
and
be a little
play.
squishy, right? He's 3 stars, so he's probably going to be a little squishy, but I'll have to work on him. And then they can't even get his gear right. He's supposedly our first non-7-star gear 12 because they effed up his gear, right? The quality of the game has got legitimately worse over the past 2 years.
Either
and
that
yet
or this
people
is the way
continue
all
to
characters.
spend.
I mean, we'll know when Finn comes out, right? When Finn comes out and he can go to gear 12. That's
Finn
the
is not going to be a good indication. Here's why Finn is not going to be a good indication. Because the spending happens with power creep. The spending happens with gas. The spending happens with mallet. All the other things in between are nice little spikes, but we know when the most of the spending comes out. Most of the spendings come out when there is a big event. And the big events are Malik, the big event is gas. The upcoming big events are going to be Galactic Legend Ray and Galactic Legend Kylo. So the Finn Marquee, his pack is probably going to be available in the store for about a month, right? That's usually what they do. The event is going to be open for a few days. The Marquee pack, the crystal packs and everything are going to be in the store for about a month. We will not know what the true spending, I'll say anger, is with CG until they release Rey and Kylo. Because what is likely to happen, and I'll say it right now, what is likely to happen is that Rey and Kylo are going to have awesome kits, and people will once again be spending.
Not me.
And
Oh yeah.
not you. I mean, they'll lose some, right? But they're still going to have a high cost because more likely than not, Hux and Sith Trooper are going to be needed for Kylo. Or opposite, right? Hux and Sith Trooper might be needed for Rey, and then Finn and somebody else is going to be needed for the other one, whichever way. Both of them are new, and we've seen now that they GP and gear gate things, meaning that you now have to spend not only on the shards, but you also have to spend on the gear.
It's almost like their thinking is a new sucker is born every minute.
Oh yeah, they're
So let's let's not, the older players are jaded. Screw them.
No, actually,
about getting new play.
The thing is,
getting new players.
The thing is, Grande, that strategy doesn't work. The reason it works is because that a lot of the older players are still suckers.
Spending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So old players that aren't suckers aren't spending anymore or have quit.
well. The old adage is, "Fool me once, shame on me. Or fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, or shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." And that's kind of where it comes down to. It's like, I mean, they're not going to change unless a large volume of people stop spending.
And that's why I always differentiate between worth and value, right? Value is just based on the economy. What is the value of the pack? And that hyper bundle, for example, is a great value. You get huge amounts of return on your money based on what is in there. The question is, what is it worth to you? And worth has a lot of different connotations associated, right? Based on your financial means, right? $100 to one person is not the same as $100 to another.
Agreed.
I'm going to still bring up Grande's comment of if you're going to spend 100, why not spend 1,000, right? Grande actually said that. So
I did say it. If you're going to spend $100, why not go ahead and spend $1,000?
Exactly. So $100 to one person isn't necessarily the same as $100 to another. So worth is always a big issue. So also, how do you play your game, right? Is it worth it for all the gear, or do you only spend on character shards and then you can work on your gear later? I mean, there's a lot of different things that go into the concept of worth, because worth is very subjective. You put a value to it on top of just the straight value. $1 is $1, no matter what. It's $1 is $1. But then your worth of that $1 changes based on how much money you have, right? And so worth is always different. I'm not going to comment on anybody's what they value to spend on, because if you have fun spending, continue to spend.
Yeah, when you're 6 years old, and you got $6 from grandma, you're counting all 6 of those dollars.
Mm-hmm.
When you're 25 years old, and a dollar falls out of your wallet, you might not even go pick it up.
Grande, I pick it up. Let me tell you something.
I'm just saying.
But again, so it all varies, right? So this is now a concept of worth, right? They're giving us things in game that are good value. At what point do the veteran Kraken, whales, dolphins, whatever you want to call them, decide that it is not worth it anymore for me to spend despite the value that comes of it? And the way they're trying to enhance the value to make it more difficult to make that is power creep. They did it with Jedi Knight Revan, right? Darth Traya was the first one, but Darth Traya was a raid, right? So it was a little different. But then they introduced Jedi Knight Revan, and they introduced Darth Revan, who turned out to be a flop until you got Malik. Then they introduced Gas, and now we're about to see 2 galactic heroes.
Don't forget about Padme.
And Padme, yes, that's right. They introduced Padme as well. So you have these characters that are now getting a power creep associated with them in order to force you to reconsider your worth. And that's where the game is right now. So I'm not saying you shouldn't spend, you should spend, none of that. It's up to you guys whether or not you should spend or not. But just be aware of what direction this game is taking. This game is in a direction where they are not really giving older players the content that they deserve for the amount they spend, and they're focusing on the newer players. So if you're still having fun spending on the Rey and the Kylo when they come out, because the kits are great and you don't want to necessarily miss out on rank 1 and that competitive spirit takes a hold of you, and that's really what's the fun in the game for you, go ahead and spend. I'm not going to say one negative thing about it, because we need people that spend on this game in order to keep the game going for the rest of us. So zero complaints from me. But if your concern is that your money isn't being well treated, the only way to show them is to not spend. And so you have to make that conscious decision not to spend. The game has its direction laid out. So now it's up to everybody else to decide how they want to handle it. And Ranger said he's not going to spend again. I already said I wasn't going to spend like 3.5 years ago because it was obvious that they don't care.
I'm only spending on one kind of pack now.
Which is a pack that they increased in order to rip you off.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I know that's what you're saying, but that's
I'm
why
not investing in anything unless it's Kyber.
So
this is Kyber, baby.
Kyber's a different story. I need to.
So just whatever you guys are doing, and there's other stuff. We'll talk about Hero Finn and everything in a second, but just make sure that when you guys go in there, part of what we want to do is make sure that whatever decision you make with this game, spending, not spending, farming, not farming, anything related to the game, you go in with your eyes open as to what CG is planning. And right now, every rule that CG has is a lie. They're changing cadences, right? They can potentially change the currencies. They are. I don't remember the Get One post, but other people are saying
it's there.
That
they
it
pulled
was
it.
there.
It was there.
Yeah, I know people.
We talked about it on a stream. We can go back and check it on the stream.
Okay, because I went back to the post that I remembered, and I didn't see an edit on it, and it didn't say Get One, so it's possible. I don't know what post we were referring to, so I don't remember the Get One. That's the only reason I'm not saying that 100%.
I am 100%. I know for a fact that was there.
Okay, so they already changed the currency then with Get One, from what Ranger remembers, and we can potentially see it again. Galactic War, Cantina, Squad Arena. We might see changes with those, right? All of this, we are seeing changes, and I said it before, I wish CG would just stop putting in their opinions and just tell us what changes are coming to the game.
Yeah, that's all we
because everything they're saying right now is a lie. There is nothing that they're saying that we can really believe I'm going to talk about the developer insight stuff later, but the developer insight thing is just one of the most...
let's just get to it now. We've been doing this one for a while.
I think that's more of a segment for CG Fedora Hat.
Oh my God, is he coming back?
He will. He's going to return in a little bit. I think we need to play a commercial, though, before we get into Finn.
Okay. Oh, everyone's like, Rangers, Hookers, and Blow Fund just got a boost. Well, if you go to PayPal and you make sure you put it Rangers, Hookers, and Blow. Don't put
anything.
Seriously,
anything right now
don't get me in trouble. I'm not spending money for Christmas on Hookers and Blow that was meant for the kids.
I'll make the announcement right now again. I'll make the announcement again, just in case anyone missed it. So, in October, when we went to, or not October, September, when we went to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, we met 3 awesome kids. And a lot of you guys had mentioned that you wanted to get them something for Christmas. So just during the stream, any money that comes into the PayPal is going to go towards getting gifts for those 3 kids. And I have their addresses. We will mail something to them. We're already going to send them some Funko Pops, and then hopefully we'll be able to send them something more. But go to the PayPal if you guys want to contribute to mailing something just for those 3 kids. Austin, Ethan, and what was the other name? What was the name of the kid that was hitting you with the lightsaber? Wesson. That's what it is. Austin, Ethan, and Wesson. We're going to be getting them something for Christmas here. So if you guys want to contribute to that, please go to the PayPal and donate. Right. Only during the stream. Only things collected during the stream itself will be used.
All right, so we're going to play a commercial, and then we'll have CG Fedora Hat here. I'm very excited. And then let me just change it to the camera view so we can get to CG Fedora Hat there. Get that all set up. All right, so we're going to play a commercial. Everybody mute, and then we'll be right back.
Rage in Galaxy of Heroes is a real thing. Doctors and scientists are looking into how this happens. Watch as we introduce Galaxy of Heroes into a children's show.
Hello, this is the Kermit the Frog, and I'm here today to offer you the first in a series of feedbacks about Darkside Territory battles. Before the Territory battle, people were happy. And right over here, this is a picture of a happy face. And you can tell that because the face is smiling. And we felt, well, that way because of the Territory War beta. and being able to test the war before release. And then all of a sudden things got really because someone in management decided to be greedy. So management came and released Darkside Territory Battle. Now, that is not the kind of thing that makes you feel happy. That is the kind of thing that makes you feel mad. I think I better talk about being mad. Now, I get mad when companies release things they should. Like when management releases incompetent code for money. You can tell I'm mad by the type of things I say to management.
You big frog. And furthermore, I'm gonna your mother.
So don't fight SWGOH rage alone. Call your neighborhood support group and get help today.
All right, he's back, folks. We're back. We just played a commercial, but we're back. And we've got the one and only CG Fedora Hat here. And he has something to say. CG Fedora Hat, what's going on, buddy?
Good evening, everyone at RSG.
Did you hit Kyber?
I am not allowed to play the game at a high competitive level.
But did you hit Kyber?
I am not allowed to play the game at a high competitive level.
Okay, so the answer is no, you're not worth Kyber. It's a shame. All right, CG Fedora Hat, we're glad to have you here. So, I mean, there's a lot we've been saying tonight and stuff, so... You know, I mean, a lot of things have been thrown around here tonight. I'd like to get your we'd always like to get perspective from CG. So we've got CG Fedora Hat here representing CG Fedora Hat. CG Fedora Hat, do you have anything you'd like to share with the fans on this auspicious occasion?
So I do have a prepared statement that I will read, but the other thing too is if you could please, I will actually... is kind of a one-time only thing for RSG. Yeah. I will be open to questions today. Okay. So if you want to collect the questions, I will answer questions.
Oh God, I have to do that for you again. See, you need to pay me for the CG Fedora Hat. Damn it.
Hey, I am coming on your stream to do an interview.
Oh, boo, great. You never answer anything anyway. So,
hey, I answer questions.
So if you want a question for CG Fedora Hat, we're doing questions, but if you want CG Fedora Hat, how do they get it's CG _ Fedora Hat after question. Make sure it says CG Fedora Hat or I will not. CG _ Fedora Hat.
No, dash. It's a dash.
Oh, it's a dash.
I don't want to be confused with the other CG that uses underscore.
Dash Fedora Hat.
Mm-hmm. It is on the screen. It is on the screen.
Just like it is on the screen. And then...
right here.
Well, this will be fun. If you have questions for CG Fedora Hat, then he will take those. But you have a prepared statement, sir, that you would like to read.
Yes, I have a prepared statement.
Okay, please do. The chair recognizes CG Fedora Hat.
Hi, Holotable Heroes. Recently, it has been seen that the new content that has been released into the game was untested. For the past 4 years, we have tried very hard to not make you realize that you are in fact our beta testers. With a series of elaborate ruses, sarcastic community managers, and constant hints at Jedi Luke Skywalker coming into the game, we believed we had you deceived pretty well. But reading Reddit over the past few days has made it obvious that we have been exposed, and you all know that you are our live beta testers, and we are sorry. For the past few years, we have been hoping to leech off of the Star Wars IP and make money for the company to produce a new game, and we were very happy to say that we've been able to do so. But after 4 years, the game has gotten very complicated, and we never really invested any of the money back into the game. So we lack the tools in order to actually produce quality content for you. So we are hoping you would be able to help us. For the low cost of $99.99, you can buy the Hyperdrive bundle, or with the upcoming holiday bundle bonanza, you can give us additional monetary funding to help us start developing the tools that we can use in order to help improve this game. In the most recent developer insight for Finn, which I'll talk about a little bit later, one of the artists mentioned how we had increased our polygon budget for graphics. After our last dev Q&A, when we had so many art questions, we realized that we are off to a good start with our cat testing and then live beta testing with all players. So we are investing heavily into the artwork of the game, and I hope that you enjoy the high detail level of Finn's hair. Once again, the budget is only for the polygons right now, so please don't expect his kit to work immediately when it's released. But I digress a little bit. We also apologize to all players for the difficulty of Lightside GOTB. While we did not test it ourselves, we had fully suspected you would, which you did. Little did we expect the results. Krakens and free-to-play players alike all moaning and complaining that the game was too hard and basically trying to achieve mediocrity. We at CG miscalculated how much the player base was content with mediocrity. So in the future, we will make sure to make easier content to match the goals of mediocrity that you all set for yourselves. So we finally understand the disconnect that happens with our player base, and we will adjust accordingly. And then there's Hux. Yes, we released Hux to everyone and then quickly went back to nerf him. And now Hux has been a problem for us from the beginning within the studio. I don't know if it was because of his red hair or his constant bickering with
Hey,
Kylo.
now I have red hair. You know.
But, well, that like I said, it was a constant bickering match inside the studio. But we just don't seem to like him that much, and I think it came through in our programming. We delayed his release at first for a few hours to fix his gear. What you don't know is that we actually forgot to include any gear for him at gear 11. It was actually a bug that we found after about 10 rounds of cat testing. And I'll give you guys a little bit of an insider scoop here. We don't bother to do alpha or beta testing. We just go straight to cat testing. And I can explain what cat testing is. We have several cats in the studios that literally tap on iPads and mash things on the tablet. And we had one cat named Stripes that actually was smart enough in order to hit the upgrade button for all of the gears and managed to get Hux to gear 12. And that's when we realized that we had actually skipped all of the gear 11 requirements. If it wasn't for that one focused cat of Stripes, we wouldn't have found this, but Stripes only found this about 30 minutes before we were planning to push the marquee event live. So we had to stop it, and then we released it about 4 hours later. So if it wasn't for Stripes, he wouldn't even have gear level 11 requirements. So it is a credit to Stripes, one of our best cat testers. One of our other testers, Boots, was actually a problem with our dartboard. So we have a dartboard that we use in order to figure out what gear we want to put on the characters. And we use different meats in order to represent the different gear levels. And unfortunately, we had the ham hanging a little bit too low, and the ham represented all of the gear 11 pieces that require 7 stars. And Boots actually ate all of the ham. And so that's why he's able to go up to gear 12, because silly Boots ate all of the ham. And so we were all just throwing darts at turkey and chicken and cheese slices. We felt ridiculous and didn't even realize it. Only in retrospect did we realize that we missed all of the ham slices. And so that is why you have a gear 12 character that's not 7-star. For those of you that are upset, you would be upset with Boots, but we couldn't get mad at Boots. I mean, he was just eating ham, and I mean, you can't get mad at Boots for that. So you can thank Boots for your first ever gear 12 non-7-star character. And that's all part of our cat testing protocol, which seems to be working pretty well for us right now. The issue with his unique, however, was a different story altogether. In our cat testing, Hux's leader ability and his unique abilities were actually not working at all. Like, they weren't even working with First Order. And we figured that we would just release a broken character to you rather than doing the OP character that you guys ended up having. And so we just released it. What we didn't realize was that certain YouTubers would actually manage to use their test accounts more effectively than our cats. And it turns out that the cats were using an older version of Hux, and the YouTubers were using a newer version that was updated by Michael. Michael had noticed the bug with the leader and unique and actually made it match the description. He has since been reprimanded for correcting code the way that it should be, but the damage was already done. So do not expect anything like that anymore. Michael, again, has been reprimanded. He will not correct code to what is listed there anymore. So no more of that. What we can tell you though, with upcoming content, our cat testing has shown that the graphics on the new lightsabers for Galactic Legend, Rey, and Kylo are pretty cool. Boots and Stripes really love tapping at that lightsaber, so I think you guys are really going to enjoy that artwork. And now for the new Finn. Finn has been an issue of debate around the office as well. He was a good leader and allowed to have and it basically allowed you to have 2 resistance teams, one under Rey Jedi Training and one under Finn. But it was never our intent for you to use all of the resistance characters. What we wanted to do was have you focus on just 5 of them and then use the other 5 as prerequisites for episode 9 characters. But with Finn, he basically allowed you to use 2 different characters, and we saw people gearing up a lot of characters like Rose Tico that we didn't want people using. So we had to nerf Finn in order to get people to ignore at least 5 of the other resistance characters. So Finn basically threw our entire plan out the window. So we had to nerf the old Finn. And since he was no longer a useful leader, and we were down to just 5 resistance, maybe 6, depending, and the new movie coming up, we have now released a new Finn that should be allowing you to create another team of characters that you're going to need for Galactic Rey. If you guys are ready for that, make sure that you are looking at the new Finn instead of worrying about a rework Finn, because we needed that Finn to suck. That way you guys didn't work on another resistance team. And for people that already invested in crappy Finn, we didn't want to upgrade that because you guys already invested in crappy Finn, so there's really no opportunity for money for us in that. So that's why there is a new Finn here. And the resistance still kind of suck, which is why you kind of see Poe and Haldo not included in there, and the synergy for the new Finn is with GK. General Kenobi works out well in all teams, and Poe and Haldo kind of suck. So we're just going to keep it that way, but don't be surprised if they're somehow needed for Galactic Legend Rey. I'll just throw that out there.
My God, man, are you almost done, Fedora Hat?
It is. I have one last part of my prepared statement.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
So we have made strides in the past few months, courtesy of player feedback. And we have a path to move forward with beta testing with players in the live environment, increasing the quality of our artwork, increased cat testing, and more mediocre content for everybody, which should take us through 2020 all the way into 2021. And also, General Skywalker is going to return at the end of the month. So for those of you who got him the first time, keep making sure that you spend that Get 1 currency to get him to 7-star. For those of you who are going to get him this time, congratulations, you're going to get him to 7-star at the same time as the people that spent money the first time. And for people that missed it the first time because a lack of gear, I hope you all wailed harder this time and you're ready. And with that, I'm open for questions.
Thank Jesus. I mean, good speech. All right. So, John Moran questions, CG Fedora Hat, do you have office pulls and how long before you have to nerf brand new characters?
Do we have office pools?
Yeah, like how long before you have to nerf brand new characters?
Oh, well, those are 2 separate questions. So yes, during the first 2 years, we did spend money on an indoor pool that we use during our lunch hours. We get served during that, so that's where a lot of your money does go. So we do have an indoor office
pools refers to betting pools, you psychopath.
Oh no, we're not allowed to bet on the game. That's ridiculous.
You're sure you don't?
No. We actually have an indoor pool.
Yeah, sure.
We're not allowed to bet on our game. No.
Sure.
No.
All right, now I'll go to the next question then, since you don't want to answer that one.
I answered it. We have an indoor pool.
No, sorry, shameful. Rose Taco, best human being on the planet, says question. CG Fedora Hat, how many times have you restarted your count this December?
We're only at December 18th, so it's been 3 times so far. I have been trying to get a better view of the new player experience, and I can say that I have spent my money on the game in order to buy the Hyperdrive bundle all 3 times, but being an employee, I just get that money back to me, so it's kind of like I haven't spent it all. But yes, 3 times.
Next question for CG Fedora Hat. Do the CG Jets go for regular prostate exams? I ask because with their heads so far up their rectums, I can only assume they're able to give themselves free colonoscopies.
Yes, in fact, it is part of our healthcare policy
Is
that
it?
we
That's
do
nice.
get regular prostate exams.
Sure.
So yes, the answer is yes.
All right, and I'm looking, but those are the only 3 questions we have so far for CG Fedora Hat. I'll check again. Well, I have a question, CG Fedora Hat.
Mm-hmm.
Why does CG suck so much?
We don't suck.
Yeah, okay, let me rephrase it. Why are you guys, like, not good?
Oh, well, because you continue to pay us. Why would we? I mean, our profits have actually gone up over this past year while all the players are complaining.
So let me get this right. So let me ask my next question. Is money the only thing you're concerned about?
Well, of course, we're a business.
Okay. But not the product that you put out.
Well, the product still gets people to pay, so I don't see what the problem
But
is.
it's works to get the money in, but you're not really concerned about quality, right, of the product.
Well, if we didn't put out quality, why would people pay?
Because they're addicts.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem for them. I don't know why I would have
I mean,
to
obviously,
change my
you know that
policy
your
for
company's not putting out a quality product, right? Or do I need to go through the 9,000 bugs that are in the
I think our cats do an excellent job on testing.
Leaving the cats aside for a second, overall performance of the game has not been very good, CG Fedora Hat. How can you justify saying quality is important if nothing works?
Oh, it works. It's just we have told all players that they are part of a live beta player environment.
But even
so you guys do our beta testing.
Even after stuff's been tested, it doesn't.
Well,
work.
It does take time. I mean, we only have 2 computers right now. The cats are working hard on the tablets in order to do some additional cat testing. But I mean, again, I don't see any issue with our quality if we're still maintaining a high profit margin on this game.
Well, it's just about the bottom line then, right?
Well, I would imagine that if our product was not a good quality, then people would stop spending. Yes.
Okay. Rose Taco again says, CG Fedora Hat, I'm a performer well. What are you going to do for me to get me back to spending?
Well, we would always appreciate you spending more. We do have some OP characters coming out very soon that we're hoping you would be spending on. The Hyperdrive bundle is a very good indication of some of the deals that we're going to be giving out. You can expect some crystal discounts in the near future. And to be honest, if all your Kraken friends are spending, we would hope that you feel a little bit diminished as a person that you're not spending too.
Okay. Fourth Akagi says, question for CG Fedora Hat. Can we get CG Viking instead?
CG Viking is currently on vacation, being that it's the holidays.
What's that?
That's Sven. That's Sven. Sven is around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, Viking.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the questions there. Viking's not available.
I think Hammy and Cheese has a question for you.
Sure. Grande, any questions for CG Fedora Hat?
No, did you read chat? Hammy and Cheese has a question. You might want to answer it. He didn't put question.
Oh, so I just stumbled into the stream. Is this a parody or a joke? A little bit of both. Fourth Okagi says it's a failed attempt at both. Let's see, Fourth Okagi just hating, man. Poor, Finn, who's not here. We have CG Fedora Hat answering questions.
Obi-John says, Obi-John72 says, question for CG Fedora Hat. Have you ever had your prostate massage?
That's a good question.
Well, yes. I am one of those that has a regular prostate exam as part of our company healthcare policy.
The massage part of the place.
Well, we have a lot of extra benefits thanks to all the money that you guys give us.
You go for colonoscopy and get a
the prostate massage is an additional benefit. It's the equivalent of a happy ending to a prostate exam. So, yeah.
Oh lordy in heaven! All right, we're not getting any more questions for.
We are spending your money wisely and for healthcare purposes. So.
Sure. Yeah. Fourth Cocky he's not liking it. He's Hammy and Cheese says, I was enjoying listening to this guy get grilled. You're wrong. Thank you for that, Hammy and Cheese. Not anything else for CG Fedora Hat. I guess players are just they're just not this week. Got a lot of
ask Helenix's question. We
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
go
yeah,
back
I
to the
did,
super
I
chat
did.
and stuff too. But
I
you read Helenix?
Yeah, I did. He was the one that gave you the prostate exam one.
No, there's another one too.
He didn't put CG Fedora Hat because it's not popping up.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, let me put it. Paste. Carry the 5. Oh, there it is. CG. Question for CG Fedora Hat. Do you take pride in your product at all? Also, don't anger my boy Ranger J 1999. You anger him, you anger all skewers. Hashtag not saying, just saying.
Yeah, of course we take pride. We take pride in our product and seeing it in the top of the revenue charts for mobile games.
Sure.
We do take pride in seeing it always recognized by EA as one of the top mobile games that is raising money for EA. We have our continued deal with Lucas and Disney. And it wouldn't be without all of you spending your hard-earned money on our game that we'd be able to do that. So there is a lot of pride that I take in this game. Yeah.
All right, let me go back and read Fourth Akagi's super chats. Well, we had one from Obi John 72, donated €1. Looks like $1. So thank you for that. Fourth Akagi says, should I get popcorn this time? How much butter? Well, if you watched the stream last night on Twitch, you'll find out the correct amounts there. They're going to help you out there. Fourth Akagi again, $2 says, heading to my second viewing of Rise of Skywalker. You son of a bitch! You better tell me everything that happens as the stream's over. Obi John donated $2 says CG has given up on SWGOH. It seems like it.
Oh no, that's not nice.
Well,
no, we have not given up at Galaxy. We have not given up on Star
Fedora
Wars
Hat.
Galaxy.
No offense, buddy, but that wasn't towards you. That was us talking about you. So get over it.
I know, but I felt like I needed to comment really on it because we have not given up on this game. We are very much involved in the game.
Sure, you're not.
We still have a handful of developers still working on things on the game.
Not really.
We're planning on releasing it about 8 months from now, and hopefully that will tie you over into 2022.
No, 2025.
So, no. 2025 is way too. We only have a year span, so we're planning everything now. And in 8 months, so sometime around August, you can expect a new game mode that will take you through 2021.
No, that's not true.
So that should be new content available to you in between. We'll have several new marquees. And I appreciate Grande Patron for his candor here.
He didn't say anything.
We will release more marquees at $19.99, so please expect an influx of high marquees.
No, he doesn't really like
so
those.
we can get your money.
He doesn't want to give you your money anymore.
Well, he said... We listen to the people. We understand. So we know that there is a segment of the population that's willing to buy those marquee packs. So we might, just to give you a heads up, Mr. Patron, we might be increasing the cost up to $24.99 and adding a few more crystals.
They're probably doubled.
No, we're not going to double it. Doubling it is too far. We believe that $24.99 is that correct?
He's lying. He's going to double it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if there's any more questions for you, Fedora Hat, and then we can get into some fun stuff, because, no offense, but we hate you, CG. Let's see. Bell Wright.
Rit.
Is it Rit? It's spelled like...
It's Rit.
It's Rit? Okay, Bell Rit Papachulo says, CG Fedora Hat, why does Ranger mess up my name so much?
I just corrected him, sir.
Yeah. Obi John, question for CG Fedora Hat. Have you ever had... Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Ray Rock question, CG Fedora Hat. When will the company upgrade from one hamster wheel powering up the one computer to 3 hamster wheels so your one computer can triple the clocking the speed of the processor?
That's silly. We do not have hamsters.
They do.
We already mentioned we have cat testing. So we have cats running the wheel.
He's lying as hamsters.
And our cats have a ball of yarn right in front of it. So they're constantly chasing, trying to get to the yarn. Those when you see fluctuations, the problem with the fluctuations is that sometimes the cats will decide to jump.
That's not true.
And when they jump, it causes some errors in the wheel. Like they'll go fast for a second and then slow down. So it's all cat. We have a cat-based system.
No, it's not. It's drugs.
No,
it's not. It's drugs.
No, we don't do drugs. We have regular healthcare exams and prostate massages. We're okay.
Large cocaine. Have it.
No.
Yeah.
No cocaine.
Yeah. I'm afraid so.
We are clean, and we do cat testing. And the cats control the wheel. We do have several cats on premises. Currently, we have 10 cats dedicated to cat testing, and we have 5 cats dedicated to the wheel.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it's her when you're chasing the dragon. Okay, got it. Any more questions for CG Fedora Hat? Nope. That's the last question. So CG Fedora Hat, I'd like to say not thank you for being here. We really didn't learn anything, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think we got another question at the end.
Did we? Oh shit. I'm down trying to say.
I want to make sure that I answer all the questions from the people before I depart.
Last question, CG Fedora Hat, if that's your real name. Rose Tacos this question. CG Fedora Hat, when you sit at your desk to code for SWGOH, how far up your butt does the stick really go? It's a good question. I've wondered this myself.
There is no stick. I think that's a common misconception. In fact, poker. We have the indoor pool that's for everybody, but we also have individual like kiddie pools, but they're not quite kiddie pool. They're larger sizes. So we actually work from our pool. It was actually something we learned from Grande. So it was one of the things that actually CG Carey left us with before she left as an insight, which is working from your pool. And I do want to thank Grande Patron. He gave Carrie this idea while he was cleaning her pool, and she relayed this to Capital Games. So we all now work from a pool chair, and it's a chair with a mini pool in there that you can just kind of relax and float around. So yes.
Bradzo SWGOH just popped in the chat. He says, "It's been a while, RSG." Well, Bradzo, glad to have you back, my friend. Yeah, don't spoil anything, Bradzo. You're
welcome, Bradzo.
Don't get a ban as soon as you get back. Hey guys, I'm back. I just watched Last Skywalker. Then guess what happened? Ban. Glad to have you back, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you here tonight, my friend. All right, so that was the last question for CG Fedora Hat. Again, we learned nothing. We gained nothing.
I believe I gave you several insight into what we're doing.
Sure, buddy. You believe what you want. You can go back to your offices and tell your friends at CG that it went great. All right, so with that, we're going to play another commercial, and then hopefully we can go find Finn, and we can start getting to your questions and have some fun. So
I always seem to miss him for these interviews.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like that Clark Kent Superman thing. It's weird. I don't know how that works. So we're going to play commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Are you not good enough to be a Army Ranger like Ranger J 1999? Then come join us, the Shore Troopers. We are the Coastal Defender Stormtroopers out here guarding the beaches of Scarif. Other Stormtroopers make fun of us because our khakis, but you know what? We get the job done. We're the best hunters in the galaxy. At basic, you'll be issued your standard E11 blaster rifle. Upon graduation, you'll be upgraded to the E22 blaster rifle. Sent out to, protect these beaches. It's not all about the pina coladas and the beach volleyball and the coconut palm trees, whatnots. You know, we got a job to do. We gets it done. We just taunt like the best of them. You like that taunt? Because there's more where that came from. You'll learn that in basic training, along with, how to frickin' take the heat off your team, because that's what we do. Base the bus Malbus, he ain't got nothing on us. We're the best hunters in the galaxy. Beachfront ready and everything. We like it out here in Scarif, and we are the Coastal Defender Stormtroopers. That Death Trooper, he talks a lot of crap. Oh, I got this bestest looking outfit out here. You nice dockers, man. Are you beachfront ready, man? Yeah, we are, because we're the best hunters in the galaxy. We're the elite, the Shore Troopers.
And we're back. I had to bring Urban Blaster in here. Finn apparently is on the phone. Finn, what are you doing?
Sorry, I had to go for a second, and I had a phone call I had to take.
For reals, or are you just playing?
I missed CG Fedora Hat, so yeah.
Oh. I understand, Finn. That was an important call.
Yeah, so I had to bail. I had some questions for him, but I mean, he was.
Well, I think I did a good job of grilling him. I
trust that you did. I trust that you did.
I was to the point. He was really trying to play the bullshit, and I just wasn't having it. So, how he is. He just wants to spread. Oh Jesus! All right, get ready. Get your pickles ready, Grande. Get your pickle ready. CBO 97 just did a donation of $21 we're waiting for it. He says 84 errors of code in the game, 84 errors of code. Take one down, pass around, 106 errors of code in the game. So there it is. There's the pickle extravaganza, $21 for CBO 97. Whipping out the pickle. Grande's not whipping out his pickle because I don't know what the hell Grande's doing. Even though I heads up to him and said, get your goddamn pickle out. Stupid Grande. But thank you for the donation, CBO. Oh my God, that cup's about to explode all over your screen. We have left off.
Sorry.
Baby Ranger's going everywhere.
Sorry.
Oh my God, a pork hit the side of the cup and bounced
it.
up and then bounced away.
I love it.
Oh my God, that was a mighty
21.
Explosion for you
There's so many
skewers.
errors,
So many explosions. All right, Dr. Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at, brother? I think it's question time, or what are we doing?
No, we haven't actually gone through Finn's kit yet.
I don't really care.
Oh man.
No, we have to talk about his kit.
Don't.
His kit is actually interesting.
No, it's not. It's okay.
No, he actually does have a pretty interesting kit. It's very
I
much
was
along
hoping
the same
to
lines.
maybe eat dinner at a reasonable time tonight, but I guess we're going to work. All right, let's do kits. Wait, am I on the insider one? Well, there was an.
You can click it from the insider. There's a link right.
I really don't want to read this, but I do want to.
We don't have to. So the insider thing has.
Yeah, there's one thing in here. I really.
Well, there's two things.
There's two things. Finn, you want to point these out? I mean, where do you want to?
So the first thing is a question in the design.
Yeah. So.
And their question is why we didn't rework the old version of Finn. And I heard a little bit from.
Should I read it in Kyber voice?
I think they want to hear it in Viking.
Okay. Oh God, that's my throat hurt. All right. The current Finn has a good spot within this game at the moment, and going back to old characters is not as easy as it may sound. We'd have to be concerned with disrupting old teams and original intent of the character, but a new character doesn't have all that baggage. Not to mention any change to existing characters can be perceived as a nerf by some and a buff by others, so it can be a very delicate process. Suck it!
So this response is the most ridiculous thing in the context of old Finn. Because they legitimately nerfed Finn. Like, there's no way you can look at it as a buff. They legitimately nerfed Finn. And didn't give him any kit that made it equivalent to what he had before. Right? It was horrendous. To then say that it's difficult to modify old characters is a lie, because you did exactly that with Finn and ruined him. To then say the current Finn is in a good spot in the game at the moment when he's a leader that's not being used as a leader anymore. And then with the image that they have at the top, right? The team that we use Finn on is under a Jedi training Rey. They give a synergy for Finn that is under a Jedi training Rey, R2, 3PO, and General Kenobi. Seriously, Kenobi isn't even a resistance, and they put him as a synergy. Now, I'll say this synergy thing is complete horse crap.
No, it's garbage.
It's complete horse crap because new Finn is going to synergize with the new Rey that is coming out. We'll talk about it. When you look at the kit, it becomes obvious. I don't know why they just didn't put question marks here. Like, give us like a little bit of mystery that he's going to synergize with like these new characters that are coming out, and we can kind of figure it out. But
Finn,
this is crap.
He synergizes so well with Kenobi.
Oh my God, he synergizes with like none of these characters. Seriously, like this is not the synergistic team. He has a really awesome kit. It's going to synergize with other resistance that are going to be coming out. So I just don't understand why they did this, but. Well, it is what it is.
So the next one is down in the art part. There it says, "Is this a level of detail? Is this level of detail what we can expect for future characters moving forward?"
And we just need to read the first part. This is what Loki was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, Grande read it earlier, and it was a complete train wreck. So we don't want to relive that.
Yeah, it was no bueno, man.
No, you messed this completely up.
The statement is, we have managed to raise our polygon budgets a bit. Now,
Grande,
I understand.
Well, wait, say what Grande called. He says, we've managed to rise our Paragon budgets a bit.
Yeah.
He literally said, rise our Paragons. Notice there's no A or R, and he took out the OLY and made it Paragon. 2 A's and an R. And then, for some reason, raised, the A just, like, disappeared. So the A got added to Polygon and took out the A and raised and said rise.
I totally screwed it up, man.
It's amazing to watch Grande's brain work sometimes. It really is. Continue,
I
Finn.
really
But-
messed it up.
But I mean, that was pretty much it. In a time right now where Crumb literally goes onto a podcast and says, we don't have the tools in order to make new content. And they come out and say, well, we have new budget now for increasing artwork. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry. This is really stupid. And this goes back to me saying, just cut out these developer insights. Seriously, we don't need to know the inner workings of CG because every time we learn about the inner workings of CG, we realize how stupid CG is.
Bro.
Sorry, this is completely ridiculous to talk about the improved artwork when the game literally cannot add our GP correct.
It's so funny. It's like, what can we do to improve the game? We don't have any money, my friend. All we can do is work on Kyber. Well, I see the artwork is getting better. Oh, we spent some money on that. What? I thought you said we didn't have any money. No, just for Kyber. No, what about the art? No, we improved the budget. I thought you said we didn't have any money. I have to go poo.
Yeah. Just please don't put anything like this anymore. Seriously, cut out the dev Q&A. Cut out the insights. Just post when there's a content update and tell us what has changed.
Yes.
There is awful communication from the perspective of CG. Seriously. CG communication is awful. You guys don't know how to communicate with the community. You don't know what the community is looking for. These statements are either asinine or ridiculous and give us insight into how disconnected you are from the community.
Well,
unless you're actually going to listen to the community and make changes that the community actually wants, just stop all of this. The question and answers that we're getting from CG for the past 3 months with these stupid Q&As are the most ridiculous things ever, and they just need to stop. They really just need to stop. Just put out game updates and content updates. Let us know when things are getting updated. Give us the kit and just leave it. I'm no longer on the bandwagon of communication because it was different when Carrie was around and she was a little bit more open, and she was actually in a producer spot and she could actually refer to why these decisions are being made. Right now, we are not getting any reasoning as to why these decisions are being made, and it is horrendous. So just please stop all of this communication.
Well, Finn,
we don't need any communication
Finn, let
anymore.
me make you happier, because when you go to Finn's kit, you see the synergy suggestions. Well, when you look at all the abilities and stuff, that synergy is not used at all, really.
No. And this is why I'm saying that this is actually going to be used with the new raid that's coming out.
Wait, I don't see BB-8 or the other resistance mentioned. Wait a minute. Where's 3PO and R2? Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, they didn't even use the synergy
Wait, what is happening?
team.
Where is R2 and 3PO? And Kenobi, where are they? They're not a part of any of these highlights here. What's going on? Oh, my God.
Nope.
All right, and then, you guys can go look at his kit. I'm not really going to. But there's one thing we saw in his kit that... I'm going to read it, and let's see if anybody in chat can pick it up. Brondy don't see anything. Finn don't see anything. There's a huge problem with this kit. We know it's going to change. And it goes to his unique Spark of Resistance. Final Tech Zeta. All Resistance allies have a 100% counter chance, 50% defense, and 50% tenacity while Resistance Hero Finn is inspired. Additionally, while Resistance Hero Finn is inspired, when an ally is prevented from using an ability during their turn, they recover 40% health and protection and gain 40% turn meter. Who's going to guess what's going to get changed first? Let's see who puts it in chat first.
You might want to switch it to the bigger screen so they can see it.
The bigger screen? Okay, let me go to big screen.
Just so they can read it.
I'll go full screen on it, Finn. I've gone full screen. Who's going to get it first? Who noticed the boo-boo that they did here?
So, I'll just go ahead and say it.
No, let's give it a few seconds, Finn. Let it marinate.
Yeah. Give them a couple
Come on,
of minutes.
Finn. I know. You're the one that caught it first. Just let it marinate.
What do you think about the rise in their Paragon budget?
For the rest of the kit, while you guys look at that, I am a big fan of the Inspire and the Rally. I think there's a lot of potential
this
with
kit's
that.
fine.
But we need the actual other characters that have Inspired. This is very much similar to the prepared mechanic of the Han Solo characters. So we're going to need a full team coming out of the new Episode 9 movie to make use of the Inspired. So I think they're paralleling it very much with prepared. So we'll see what the rest of the Inspired thing is going to be.
Oh, yeah, I think the kit's fine. So Darth Revan 1023, got it. Very good, Darth Revan 1023. My man. Yes, when an ally, not a resistance ally, is prevented from using their ability.
Just made the same damn
and ability during their turn, they recover 40% protection gain. So think about this for a second. If you're running a gas team and you want to have a Finn in there, so that every time Anakin, who is going to be getting hit a lot, somehow gets poopy on, that could be kind of bad.
So there is one. So here's the one thing where they may not nerf this. It just depends on what combinations can be found.
Well, you never know.
The difference, you never know. The difference between Finn and Hux is that Hux got his unique right off the bat.
True.
Finn actually needs a turn in order to do his special, in order to get inspired and then get this benefit. So what we don't know, as far as I know, and I checked GG before we started, I'll check GG right now, is to see what the speed is for Finn. Because if Finn is, it's in there. Holy crap, his speed is 183.
Oh my god! Well, there goes your 3, Finn.
So yeah, so he has a
183. Holy shit!
Where does that put him on the? Hold on, let me see where that.
That's top of the charts, there, baby. That's up the top.
Yeah, he's just the only people that are ahead of him are TIE Fighter pilot, Shakti, Dooku, Watt, Leia, Scavenger Ray, Jin, and Zam.
Oh Lord in heaven!
So with his speed, right, he's actually one speed faster than BB-8. So if he goes first and gets Inspire, that's when everything will change. And with the speed of Finn, that's kind of crazy.
Oh my
But
God.
that is the one difference between Hux and Finn, is that Finn needs a turn in order to get his special going.
Oh my sweet Jesus.
So potentially this is still stopped by something like CLS, pretty easy. All you have to do is stun Finn, but just something in terms of context and the difference. But I have a feeling this is also going to get nerfed very quickly to not say an ally.
Oh my God.
And switch it to just like.
But his other kid, I mean, besides the synergy being not so, kid looks fine. I mean, it's not too overpowered.
I actually think the kit is pretty OP, but it depends on how he synergizes with the other ones, right?
We're just missing information. I think the
Rally is really strong. Rally makes it so that all the resistance allies that are tanks will taunt and gain critical hit immunity, right?
Yeah, but
so if you have a team,
we have to wait to see if they get a new tank in there, because Holdo and Poe suck.
Well, Poe is not bad, but he hasn't had a good use since Leader Finn is gone. So we'll have to see how this comes together, but I really like his kit.
Yeah, kit's cool. It's a little bit different and stuff, so but
and all the stuff he gets with his Inspired, when he has Inspired, and if he goes first with a speed of 183, then all resistance allies are basically going to start out with 100% counter chance, 50 defense, and 50% tenacity, which is kind of crazy. So
there you go.
Yeah, I am a big fan of the new Finn kit.
That's a nice kit, other than it's going to get nerfed. Okay, so
it may or may not, but that's probably what will.
That that term is going to be problematic, man. And any ally gets all that stuff. Come on now, you know that they're going to be like, oh, we forgot to add resistance ally gets that, because any ally getting all that. Come on, man, you can't be giving no 40% turn meter to certain teams, man. That'd be ridiculous. Oh my God! You imagine if that was like on a bounty hunter team, right? You're just dicking around, like, oh, Boss, Django, and Boba Fett all went first. I'm dead. So don't spend money on this, guys. Let's just wait and see what happens. Okay, just don't spend money. Is what we're saying. Just wait. And see.
The packs, by the way, are probably going to be available for a month.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to hurry on it. We'll get the kit of Galactic Legend Ray or whatever before the pack is over. If you guys are considering buying it, I would just wait
Just
until
wait.
we see the
Just-
full kits and stuff.
Let's get a little tappy tap, a little wait, a little wait, tappy
Mhm.
tap. All right, let's get to what do we got next, Finn? We got to do what do we got to cover? We got questions, I know that, but we didn't have a Twitter question. What else do we need to do?
Yeah. We have to do the shout outs of the people in chat.
Oh,
so I'll
we
get that
do.
if you want to do another commercial.
Okay,
and then
let's do
Grande
another
can read those,
commercial.
and then we'll do questions.
Okay, Grande, mute your mic. Let's get ready for Grande to do a reading of names with Grande Patron.
Attention, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes players. If you or a loved one are a victim of the constant glitches in SWGOH, you may be entitled to compensation. Are you experiencing disappearing buttons during combat, characters disappearing from stores, mods not rolling speed 5 times despite 1 million attempts, untested gameplay and events? Your brain may have been affected by capital games. Don't let your wallet get drained by greed. Call us at Reality Skewed and Gamers today. Tell us your experiences, and we will work for your case soon, TM. You always blame Finn, now make him fix it.
And there you go. I played the lawsuit one, Finn. I like that one. All right, we're getting the names mobilized for Grande to do a reading. And if you're new to this is where Grande Patron either amazes us by getting everybody's names right. Brazzo, the shout-out word was inspire, INSPIRE. This could either be Grande getting A+ effort and reading everything right, or he destroys it awfully.
Here we go.
Oh, Finn, you got him ready? All right, here we go. So here we go.
Ready.
Finn, you are grading. Make sure he gets everything correct, because I'm looking at everything else. All right, go ahead. Begin the reading.
Bad Rongo. Bale Right. Papachulo.
Rit.
Bimatsu.
Rit.
Belrit Papi Chulo.
Okay. Belrit Papichulo. Bimatsu. CBO 97. Chewy. Clone Troop 211. Contingent 33. Darth Scion 1972. Darth Revan 1023. Darth Vader 87. Daube 6506. Dr. Feel Good. EXO. Gavin Mothma. Grande Verga. Grande Patron. Han Cholo. Juano Cavalcante. John Moran. JVU 420. Maz Kanata. Nathaniel H. Ray Rock. Raza 972. Remigan. Revenator. RN Jesus. Rose Taco. Shadow Val. Shay Locomotive. Skywalker Vader. Slash Van Rhodes. Stings. Suicide Squad. Torrent Jacks. What Else 73. Woofel. And Utah.
You did a pretty good job.
Any corrections there, Finn?
No, he actually did pretty good. Some of them I don't know if they are or right.
We had
I think
some-
he said Remigan instead of Remy. I don't know if it's Remigan or Remigen. It's a J. It's a G. But either way, I think Grande did a pretty good job there. And you said Utah right for the first time.
We have some more
today.
people put Inspire. You may want to check it again there, Finn.
Well, they're late.
Well, they didn't know. They got here late.
Maybe
they were working.
Let me pop over here. We have, I'm going to scroll up to the top. Helenex, SWGOH, Silverbolt, Baby Herman.
Sure.
I already got Bell right.
Belrit.
Belrit. Bradzo, SWGOH.
He's back.
Rooster.
Yeah.
Here's the one I always get right. Braeris Aegon.
That's
Cole
actually the
is-
best you've ever done. And you still got it wrong. I don't understand.
Cole is gay.
Don't understand.
And then Conrad Eeyore Glover. I always get his. I just am gonna start calling him Briarus and just like forget the last part because I always mess up his last name.
You got it right this time. You got the first name wrong.
And then Lord Megatron.
Oh, forever shout his
at
name.
the end.
Ars.
Say it like a pirate.
The Arius Argon. That'd be the way Grande Patron be saying it there. Except it's Briarius Aegon.
Say it like a
We're talking like a pirate.
if I say I'm gonna screw it up in pirate voice next time, I'm sure.
I know,
but hey,
let's not have Grande try to do voices. That I'm pretty sure that would go bad. All right. So that's all the shout outs. Thank you guys for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Dr. Finn, I'm just at question time. Where are we at now?
Yeah, we'll do questions.
Let's do it, my man.
All right, let me bring up the questions here.
If you wouldn't mind, sir. Remember, don't do the ones with Fedora Hat.
Yep. Dark Scion 1972. Question: can someone please tell Grande 1982 called and Devo wants their hat back for their safety dance video?
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your world behind.
Okay. What the hell,
it's my fez, man. Leave me alone.
Rock that whip. Do. Grande gets a slip. Da.
Shay Locomotive question: is there any data on what % of guilds went Hoth TB rather than the new Geo?
Oh, we have no way to know that.
No idea.
Yeah, CG knows. I don't know. Our guild went Hoth.
Yes.
Our guild did not.
We did not, and we were trying to get. Oh Lord. I mean, I was probably got 5 stars day one.
It's not great.
Oh,
I mean, we're doing it.
I was so proud. I went 3 for 4 with my Padme.
Is it working now?
Our guys are,
no.
yeah. I mean, it's
if you don't do the middle, if you don't get a star in the middle, you don't get to do the other middle. So that's
our guys are. I mean, our guys are busting their butt, man. That's
we're trying, but I mean, it's hard to go in there and just get. Like my Revan team went 2 for 4, but that's because I just got steamrolled with my Revan team, and I had Basilied, and it just lordy, just brutal, man. Just brutal.
We had a new shout out, by the way, Grande, if you want to shout him out, because he put Christmas trees and everything for us.
Christmas trees.
Where? Who? Which one?
You'll see it. Just look at the one he put RSG with Christmas trees if you want to shout him out.
He did shout him out. He did say
Lord Megatron. I said that already.
Did you?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. His name wasn't earlier.
I thought that Lord Megatron.
Okay. I thought you ended with Conrad. That's why I was saying.
No, we got it.
Okay. Well, there you go. You get another shout out. Okay. Next one. Bones Jones question: can I guess CG is trash in chat? These bundles and the fact that they are selling all characters we players have worked hard to get is trash. Yeah,
pretty much.
They're giving us
you can get your own Dark Treya or Wampa or Hermit Yoda or just take another poop.
Well, so Wampa and Hermit Yoda are not bad because it saves you to get one, right? But it's only like 15 shards.
I know, really you only get 15 shards, man. It's just like
oh ho ho! Merry Christmas! Buy a pack that doesn't give you an unlock.
Christmas. Here's 15 shards. Now go get the rest of the 98,000 million.
Merry Christmas!
All right.
Yeah. God, Dr. Feelgood. Can we get a vote to impeach CG?
Man.
I'll put the whole system on trial. I'm filing a habeas corpus right now, Finn.
Durgan. Question: was Padme the first to see the rise of Skywalker?
Oh, yes, she was.
That's science. Gav P. Question:
apparently
do you think
she enjoyed
possible...
it too.
Gav P. Question: do you think it's possible CG are looking to attract newer players off the back of newer Star Wars projects and focusing to get new pay-to-play players rather than add content?
Finn covered that in perfectly. Yeah.
Yep. Conrad or Glover. Question: I thought I was at the Malik event until I opened his journey. Is Darth Revan included in the 10 tunes needed to open it, and does it matter who the other tunes are?
Yes.
Yes. Darth Revan is needed, and the other 4 can be selected out of 5 characters.
Right.
So you don't need all of them, but there's a total of 6 characters. Darth Revan is required, the other 4 you. Nat Swarm, I'm gonna hold off on asking your question just because it's a little bit spoilery, so we're gonna hold off on that. Even though I know it's in the trailers and stuff, but we're not gonna. It's an episode 9-ish question, so I'm just gonna hold off. We're not gonna be able to answer it anyways.
So then why ask it?
So that's what I'm saying. No, he's asking, but I'm saying I'm not going to ask.
Oh, okay.
It's a little spoilery. Nick Criado. Question: Getting my gas team ready, is 3PO worth relicking, and if so, how high?
No.
I have him at 12.
12 is fine.
No, 12 is fine.
Yeah.
For 3PO, and if you have the Zetas.
Yeah. Zetas.
He's gonna go into like stealth anyways, and just you're not gonna need.
You need Ahsoka. Top 3 for me on the Phase 2 team is definitely Kenobi and Ahsoka. Then I'd say Padme, maybe Shaak Ti, but 3PO is the last one I would relic on that team.
Okay. Next question is Pudding Tang 2. Question: Has anyone noticed all the Gear 12 low star characters you can borrow in the light side and dark side battles? Yeah, that's always been there.
Yeah.
Those are AI.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the actual player characters, and they just randomly do those.
Yep.
That's been there for a long time. Actually,
Yep.
you can do that. Let's see. Skywalker Vader question: How long will it be when the new Finn gets a nerf? A week or less? Thanks. I don't know.
We'll have to
2-3
wait and see.
days, man. I mean, I
No,
can't
I don't-
believe they released it without reading.
Well, the question is whether or not it's really OP, right? It looks pretty bad. I'm
It
gonna say
looks
just
bad, man.
it looks
like-
bad. And with his speed, yeah, his speed is pretty bad. With 183, he is one of the fastest characters in the game.
I mean,
so,
you could put him damn near 340 speed.
yeah.
And if you take him to Relic, probably faster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just throwing that out.
He's not
there.
going to really increase with Relic, but because no one gets. Oh, I hope he doesn't get speed with Relic. That would be the first. We don't need any of that.
All right, next question.
Hella, next question. How do you spell disappointment in your favorite games developers? And the answer, CG.
Fedora.
And then Ray Rock. Yeah, it's not a question. He was just saying, don't get excited about Finn. He's going to get reworked.
Mm-hmm.
Brewster question: Did they finally remove 4-dot mods from the store?
I know that was something they were doing. I don't know if it's happened yet.
Oh,
so.
I'll check right now. I don't believe so.
I don't have
but
my game open right now to see or verify.
I'm checking right now.
You may
Going
have to wait
into
till
the mod store.
Are they gone?
Actually, I am not seeing any 4-dot mods.
Oh my god, it's happened.
And in fact, I think there's one extra mod.
Oh my
Mine
god.
goes 5 rows and then like 1 extra. So it looks like they're doing 16 instead of 15.
Sweet
Or
Jesus.
was it only 12 before? I think it was just 12.
I don't know.
Because you got 2 of each shape.
Yeah.
They have now made it so that there are 16 mods.
Why
And
don't
they
they
are all
like?
$5.
Why don't they say the cool stuff they do like that?
Maybe it's in the content update. I don't know why they don't promote that in the. That there was nothing in the.
I mean, why don't they promote stuff like that, man?
Hey Finn, you know who would use?
Because they wanted the holiday bonanza.
Hey Finn, you know who's good with 2 shapes? Santa Durgan.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I mean,
it does look like they made that change. I'm gonna check the content update because I don't remember seeing it in the content update, but I'm gonna check right now.
I mean, if it was me, that's what I would be promoting.
All right.
It's there. So in the changes, they said mod shipments have been updated for player level 85, including remove 4-dot mods from mod shipments, and your store will update these changes in your next mod shipment refresh. I don't see anything about them increasing the number of mods though, because the mod number was 12 before. You would get 2 of each, and now there's 16.
Oh, well.
So they definitely increased that.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they don't promote that. Minato, can I tease what I think Rey and Kylo's kits are gonna look like? No, you've
know
seen
you
the
better.
movie.
Yeah.
You've seen it twice already.
Goddamn you. Fourth Akagi.
Just no.
No. Sweet Jesus, no.
Let's see. Grim, are you excited for Moxie's DLC for Borderlands 3 tomorrow? Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Bradzo question: What happened to Grande's chicken?
Well, he ate it. That's...
Yeah, Grande, what did happen to your chicken?
He chased it. He caught it. He ate it.
There he is. There's a chicken.
Damn it! I was hoping he wouldn't.
I was waiting for it.
Well, it's dead.
Revenator question: What if they announce Baby Yoda is coming to the game and will be completely pay to earn at $5 a shard? Would Finn pay for it, Ranger, and everyone else?
I'm not.
No. Mm-mm.
That's saying something right there. The fact that Finn, he will buy Baby Yoda anywhere. He can get his,
I would have before, yeah. I already spent
will not
120.
get Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I've already spent like $120 on Baby Yoda merch.
Think about that for a second, CG, how that is a statement that should be profound. That if Baby Yoda came into the game, the biggest
I'm not
fan,
spending on this game until CG shows that they respect the way people spend their money.
There you go.
And they're not doing that. So it doesn't really matter the character.
No.
I've spent money on several other. I've made no secret about it. It's not that I don't spend on games. I spend actually probably more than I should on games. Whether it's buying new games or spending in other mobile games like Clash of Clans or Tactical Monsters. I am spending money in those games because even though they make mistakes, they handle themselves in a way that makes me think that they care about the game and they respect the way I spend my money.
All right. Next.
CG does not do that. So I am not spending my money until something changes, and this is actually going in the opposite direction.
No Baby Yoda money for you from Finn. All right, next question.
I'm doing exactly what I said, what I'm telling other people they need to do.
Yeah.
So, Revenator, question for Grande: have you seen Aladdin and Abu around recently? And is the genie more like a Robin Williams or a Will Smith?
Arabian
Yes, Kimosabi.
That's not
definitely
from
Robin
Aladdin.
Williams.
Did you just say yes, Kimosabi?
Yeah, he did.
What
He's
is
definitely
wrong with
Robin
you,
Williams.
man?
He's definitely Robin Williams.
Yes, Kimosabi. You took Tonto from the Lone Ranger and somehow morphed that into the
You didn't
Arabian
even notice
Nights.
the I Dream a Genie thing, bro.
That's
Yes,
I hadn't even got to that part yet. I'm still on that pedunk thing you just did.
Yeah, I can't. Whatever that was by Grande.
Thank you, Kimosabi.
I have nothing.
Just astounding, Grande.
Telling you,
One day they're going to open your brain up just to study.
takes mad skills.
No, it doesn't. It's it's madness. It's just not skills. There's no skills there. Yeah.
One more announcement while we're wrapping this up. Once again, guys, our PayPal. If you guys would like to donate, when we were in Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, we met 3 awesome kids: Ethan, Wesson, and Austin. We want to send them a gift of some kind, each of them, from the RSG community. You guys said that you guys were interested in doing so. So during this stream and about 10 minutes afterwards, if you guys would like to, head to our PayPal and donate saying for the kids. And if you guys would like to include a statement, we're going to put together kind of a little card or something for them with everyone's little statement for each of them. So please go to the PayPal now if you would like to donate to that. And we will buy some gifts and stuff for them and send it their way. So please make sure that you check that out. We're sending them at least a Funko Pop, and we're going to look at something else as well.
So far, we've gotten $20, $30, and another $20 just came in. So
yep, we're at $70 right now. So
very nice.
So whatever you guys would like, and we'll split those up amongst the 3 kids and get them something here. So please make sure that you guys go to the PayPal before the end of the stream if you can.
Remember, after the stream, after that time,
to get to the PayPal, it's in the description of the
below.
YouTube video.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll put it in the. Let me see if I can get the link. Put it in there, and I'll put it in the chat as well if you guys would like to go there. Find it. It's. Hold on. If you want to start closing up, I'll get everything.
Okay,
together, Ranger.
so there you go. So those are the last of the questions, so we'll do that. So let's do some shout-outs here. We like to shout out our folks. You know, we have these wonderful folks here, but some folks we really want to shout out as our gold VIPs. These folks, you know, we appreciate everything all you guys do, but these folks are Patreon gold VIPs, and they just do so much for us, and I can't say enough wonderful things, not just for you guys in the chat and everybody that supports us in any way you can. But these folks support us a little bit more, and they make sure that we have what we need to keep streaming and putting out the content you guys seem to enjoy. So we just want to give them a special shout out. So to all our gold VIPs, thank you so much for everything you do. You guys, everybody makes it worth it. These guys just keep us running. Some days it's a little bit harder than others, but you know, when you're getting donations and people supporting you like these guys, it's It's very motivating. So thank you, Gold VIPs. We can't thank you enough. And then for us, you're looking at RSG. You're here. You know what the deal is. We stream all the time. We do the lunch stream every day. I will be. I don't know what my schedule is going to be. We're getting the lunch stream done this week. I don't know what next week. I will be going to Birmingham. I don't know when yet. I haven't set my date and time.
It's going to be tough, man.
But when I am there, I am not going to be doing a lot of streams. And then Finn's going to be busy too, so we'll get streams in when we can. So pretty much during the holidays, there's going to be kind of a rest period for RSG. So, I mean, we've been going hard at it all year. We've done a ton of fundraising. We've done a marathon. We've just done so much stuff this year. And, you know, my mom wants to spend the holidays with me. I'm not streaming. That means I won't be on streams. I just won't be streaming as much. So just a heads up for you guys. But we will be getting through this week. So we'll try to get this week knocked out with lots of streams for you guys. So we'll have the lunch streams. We'll do GAC. I really want to do some Battlefront stuff. I've just not had time because when I'm not streaming this week, I'm working on a new job. I'm running around with my head cut off doing stuff for that and getting certifications and classes and things that I have to do. So my time's been very limited. Apologies to all you guys here because I know like Fourth Akagi and other people that like to do Battlefront with me. I would love if I had the time to do it. I just can't because my schedule's kind of dictated like stuff that I need. So, but I will try. I'm shooting for maybe this weekend to get some Battlefront 2 in. We'll see what happens because there's a new update. It's fantastic and I really want to see it. So with that though, thank you guys. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, support the channel with maybe subscribe if you like the content. You can check out our Patreon if you'd like to support the channel directly when we're not live and support us every month so that we can keep putting out the content that we're putting out. Check out our Patreon page. Anything else I missed, Finn?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So we'll leave that open for more PayPal if you want to donate for the Christmas for the Kids stuff. We'll make sure that gets in there. Remember, tonight only, because tomorrow if I go in there and I see money, I'll be like, oh, Hookers and Blow for Ranger. It's going to be fantastic. $5 for Ranger for Hookers and Blow. Fantastic. Now I can hit Kyber in style. But yeah, if you want to support the kids, go ahead and get that in now. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it here on your hump day. Have a great rest of your night, and we will holler at you later. Peace.